what has already happened, and we are live currently. So welcome.
Okay.
So we're back. This was originally planned for Sunday, but we moved it to Saturday because we were both like, screw that. We just moved it from Saturday to Saturday, and we're like, that's how it's gonna be. But then I was like, oh wait, I'm having somebody over to watch movies, and then also I'm going to dinner for my dad's birthday.
Nice.
But so I moved it to tonight. It's a Friday night, and the feeling's right.
Yeah.
And
For alien beasts.
yeah, Alien Beast, lay it on me. What is this movie exactly about? If you can somehow sum it up in just a few sentences.
Well, it's a shot-on-video horror film from the early '90s, and it's probably the most bizarre one that I've seen. Like, it really gives Things a run for its money.
And Things is like, I think we might have to do one of these on Things. Like, we tried to do it like something one of us has never seen before, but I think we might just have to do one on Things just for the hell of it.
Yeah,
because that movie is just glorious.
It really is great, and I mean, anyone who has seen Things knows that that's a pretty big statement. But I mean, I think it's true. I guess technically, if you want to give it a plot, it's about like government agents that are trying to investigate an alien conspiracy, and people are like becoming mutated, and it's very weird. But like Things, the plot really doesn't matter that much, and it's just amazing, and it's wild and bizarre, and everyone should see this movie.
Okay. So this is like there's the Citizen Kane of shot on video weirdness.
Yes, absolutely. I will say that.
I'm still scared. I'm still frightened.
Yeah. Are we live? Because it says on my thing that we're off the air.
We are live. I'm looking at the actual stream right now. I have it open, so that way I can keep an eye on the chat. Because for some reason people like to blow up the chat occasionally. Like the past 2 times, people have blown up the fucking chat, and I'm done with it. I'm done with having to sit here and be like, Andrew, just read me what's in the chat, and you're not gonna read it to me.
No, I don't do that.
You never do.
No.
Because you're a monster. But I've got some tea ready. I've got some Coke. I've got a couple bags of Sun Chips. I'm going particularly healthy. Although I don't think fused tea doesn't count too much, but it's better for you than drinking pop, I guess.
Yeah, which is what I've got. I've got root beer and fucking cheese curls.
Oh yeah, the Utz cheese curls.
Yeah, man, they're so
I got
good.
I got a bag of those downstairs, man. I got a bag. Nice. I just got one from the store today. But now that we are past the introduction, let's get into the meat of the program, which is watching this bad boy.
Oh yeah.
So as always, count of 3. 1, 2, and 3. I really enjoy how there's just like 12 seconds of silence here.
Oh yeah. Just like nothing for a while.
Okay, 17 seconds of silence. What is this music?
Glorious. Everything about this movie is amazing.
Now, I know they made a sequel to this, and it was called Mutant Massacre 2, right?
Yeah.
Because the alternate title for this one was Mutant Massacre. And I know that they have the double feature from Massacre that's like limited to 500. I think I might get it.
You should. I got it. It's actually a really good release. There's an interview with the director, who is also this guy right here, the guy on the right. And he's like literally insane.
Look, if this is supposed to be a movie about government agents and it's starting out in front of some suburban house, I'm already This is already bad. Like, at least at least Rot, which was shot in like a suburban Florida neighborhood, had some kind of production value with them at least going into the city to shoot some of these scenes where they're supposed to be government agents.
They are.
How long does this go on?
I don't remember. I don't think it...
This is hypnotic.
Now there's a third one.
I'm gonna get into the tea first.
Bad Kung Fu.
The Bad Kung Fu. Speaking of bad kung fu, Inframan is the greatest movie ever.
I knew it was going to come up. I want to watch it really bad.
I mean, look, look. I'm going to mention it during the what I watched, where we talk about what we watched, because I have a lot to say about Inframan. Nothing but good things.
I'm glad to hear about it.
If there was one inherently negative thing I had to say about Inframan, it would be that there's no gore. That's the only... If it had some explicit, gratuitous gore, it would be the greatest movie ever.
No gore and no sequel.
And no sequel, sadly. But we still have Starman, which I still need to see all of those.
Me too. I really want to. I think one of them is supposed to be a ninja.
How long did this go on for?
I think it just ended. Yeah.
No, it did. It ended just as I said it.
I love the narrator.
What the hell? Attacked Sarah's house. Jesus. What the fuck is this movie? We're 3 minutes in and I'm already done. I mean, I know I say that like every time we watch a movie that's exceedingly terrible, but there's a guy in like a gas mask and a trench coat, like...
Yeah.
Like, what is this? Metro 2033 meets, like... What? What's up with that? What's up with this melted face again?
And like the transition that just wasn't there.
You're right. This is pretty hypnotic.
Oh yeah. It's just really bizarre. It makes no sense. They're attacking Sarah's house.
Like, why exactly? There's no reason. There doesn't really need to be a reason. I mean, this is shot on video. Yeah. Garbage. That's what this is.
Mm-hmm. The most garbage.
So you know what Saturday is? George Romero's 77th birthday.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah. My friend who's coming over, he's never seen the original Dawn of the Dead. Wow. So I was like, as soon as I heard it was his birthday, it was George Romero's birthday that day. I was like, okay, we're watching that. I don't care what you say. We're going to watch it.
Good.
Probably not the extended cut that's like 2.5 hours, but...
No, probably not.
Honestly, the theatrical cut's pretty good. Actually, the theatrical cut's probably the best version of Dawn.
What was that one movie you were telling me about that had, like, the cut that was, like, just really long and not that good? Was it Caligula?
Yeah, it was Caligula. I actually have not seen the theatrical, like, R-rated cut of Caligula, but I do know it is, like, an hour shorter. And the uncut version is 2.5 hours long. So meaning, to cut it down to get an R rating, they had to remove an hour of content, which I'm sure was nothing but sex, because... that movie is so sexually explicit, it is almost distracting.
That's insane.
I still absolutely love that movie, and I still, god damn, what? That transition was so quick. But yeah, no, I haven't seen the R-rated cut. I want to get the like deluxe release, but it's like out of print.
Oh.
Because the deluxe release has like all the.
It has both cuts.
Yeah, I think there's like 3 different cuts actually. There's like the uncut
you can see
version.
The Sledgehammer influence in the negative for no reason.
Shut the fuck up. There's the unrated cut. I think there's the NC-17 cut, and then there's the R-rated cut. Strange radiation blast. I need you to kill me.
I need you to kill.
Months have passed. I like how this movie is literally this guy playing himself. Why is there a rainbow filter on this guy's face?
And I love how he keeps messing up the narration. Like, he's clearly reading it from something.
It's like...
Like, I love how he keeps naming the names of characters that we don't know and, like, they're not introduced to us.
I swear, if none of these characters are introduced, this will be the greatest movie ever. Because I absolutely love bad movies that, like, introduce characters and subplots that they never come back to. Like the Fedora, psychic in Paranormal Extremes.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking of.
Why is the camera just on her, just sitting there listening to him talk, nodding occasionally, and blinking?
And he keeps repeating himself. Like, he's said all of these lines 3 times now.
The blue jacket. Don't go to school tomorrow.
Oh my god. Don't go to school tomorrow.
That would explain a lot about this movie if it turned out this guy was like a school shooter.
He sends someone a text. They're attacking Sarah's house.
It's like, don't go to Sarah's house tomorrow. Jesus fucking. Why is it still focusing on him talking? And it's not even focusing on him talking, it's focusing on her.
Now she looks confused.
More confused than I am. Oh, this fucking tea is so good.
That's the director on the left.
I couldn't tell. He looks just like he sounds.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Take your hand grenade.
Don't knock over anything.
Take your hand grenade. Don't knock over anything.
Come here. There he is.
How bizarre.
He's like the shot on video Tommy Wiseau.
He is. That's perfect.
It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark. Oh, hi, Sarah. Oh, hi, Sarah.
Uh-oh. Sarah did not know.
I don't know anything that's going on right now. I'm just sitting here listening.
Sarah. She survived the first attack, but now there's going to be another one from aliens. Something about
Okay,
invasion.
I was about to say, are these guys sitting here going to be aliens? Because if that's how low budget this is. Because I know this movie had effects done by one of the makeup artists from Tales from the Dark Side.
Wait, did it really?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, one of the makeup artists from the Tales from the Dark Side show did makeup effects in this movie.
Well, there you go. Potential in the script.
What's that old saying? If you leave a chimp in a room with a typewriter for long enough, he'll write Shakespeare.
Yeah.
This is what would come out of it.
Oh my
Not
god.
Shakespeare.
But alien beasts.
Or Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, whichever comes first.
Mm.
Not that movie's badly written inherently, but compared to Kevin Smith's other great movies, which you apparently don't like because you're dumb. Because even though Clerks is like literally my life right now.
Huh?
What? Abe was watching on the security monitor.
And I love how Abe is apparently seeing this, but he's not doing anything. He's just like staring there.
So the security camera is in negative. Interesting.
Just like Sledgehammer.
Stop bringing up Sledgehammer, I swear.
It's so good though.
I could get down to this. Whoa. A meteorite fragment. That's exactly what happened to that. You can hear a bus stopping in the background too. Like, I wonder what the people on the bus were thinking when they saw a guy holding a VHS camera on a guy that's like on a guy that looks like he's been burnt and he's like leaking goop. Neo was under their control. Extra dimensional beings control. Okay emoji, laughing, crying emoji. 100 emoji. Winky face, tongue sticking out emoji. This is the greatest movie ever.
I don't know why that killed me for some. I don't know why that really got me, but then just like the security camera inoperable, and then the part of the movie that is just text on a screen. Like, it really is just so bizarre. Now the invaders are from Iran, so very topical.
China.
Exactly.
Oh.
That's a skill.
J.J. Skinnick's team.
That's the name of the director, so he didn't even change his name.
I know that's his name. I'm pretty sure there isn't two J's though.
No, I don't think so either.
Like, he made it wrong and he just read it anyway.
There's Abe.
Good old Abe. He's the only good character.
Abe's my favorite character.
What? I was supposed to say, please tell me he's going to say that one more time. I need to make that my ringtone. I need to... every time I get a call, I just want to hear, Abe was watching the security camera monitor. Abe was watching the security monitor. This is...
That would be fucking amazing.
This truly is, like... Okay, I will say this. It is immensely inept and bizarre, a lot like Things, but I don't know. It hasn't hit that level of just absolutely fucked.
Yeah.
At least not yet.
Closer to that, though.
It better. It just cuts back to Abe.
Quick cut to Abe. Like, how far does this security monitor reach? They're like in a deserted park.
You should know that the government has cameras everywhere.
Did you see how they just like snuck up to them?
Again, Abe's just sitting there like shit.
He's just there to fucking collect his check.
Whoa.
So those are the agents from Iran, apparently.
They look like they almost look like racist caricatures.
Yeah, but like not even of people from Iran.
Yeah, not even of anybody. Like those don't even look like racist caricatures of white people.
Like, I don't know what he was going for.
They're just walking around saying this is spicy.
Oh my god. My favorite part is like the quick back and forth cuts to Abe.
Like
Abe is like watching.
Abe is watching this woman being like murdered, and it's just what? It feels like they're going for more like a cannibal tribe look with some of this face makeup than they are like, Middle Eastern terrorist look.
Yeah, that person they keep cutting to does not look like someone from Iran. Iran. Oh, they got her husband.
Those gurgling sounds as he's just being dragged away. Oh, there's Beetlejuice.
Huh. Oh, he does look like Beetlejuice. A little bit.
That shot on video. That shot on video sequel to Beetlejuice.
Oh my god. Yeah. Beetlejuice versus Leatherface.
You nearly made me spit up tea, you jackass. It's like a red-headed fucking Beetlejuice. It's horrible.
Yeah. It is horrible. I love those fan films, though, where it is like, you know, one character versus another, and it's like really bad quality most of the time.
Yes, like Leatherface versus Jason.
Mm-hmm.
Or Jason, or Friday the 13th Part X, to Hell and Back.
I still want to see that.
I haven't watched it because I'm lazy. I got better things to watch. I have a bootleg. Yeah, I have a bootleg of it, and I still haven't watched it.
Yeah, there's plenty of stuff I haven't watched, and I bought some stuff recently too that I need to.
Yeah, like Black Past.
I watched that today.
Oh, really? What'd you think?
Yeah, I loved it. I'll talk about it when we do the things.
All right,
I loved it.
Sweet. Because that is like my favorite Olaf Ittenbach movie.
It was amazing. Definitely liked it better than Burning Moon, which I loved.
I do think it's way more atmospheric than Burning Moon.
Oh, definitely.
That's why I got the VHS of it and the DVD and the poster.
Nice.
And then I watched it on VHS because I was like, look, I bought this. I'm going to watch it.
Nice.
Oh. It's so good to watch on VHS, too, the way it was meant to be seen.
Yes, exactly. Perfection.
They need to do... Massacre needs to do more releases of It-in-Box films because his stuff is legitimately underrated.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. And he's released a ton of stuff.
Oh, no, he has. He's even done some, like, decently, like, big-budget stuff, too, in his later years.
Yeah, he's done stuff. He's got, like, 2 movies in post-production right now. 1 movie in pre-production. He's on it. Hypnotic.
What you need to see is Prometheus, the Fallen Angel.
That's the next one.
Which needs a new DVD release.
Does it have one at all?
It has a DVD release from Shakorama Cinema, but they have like since gone out of business. So it is relatively hard to get your hands on a copy of it.
Oh, that sucks.
I dispose of the bodies. Some of them French fried potatoes.
Yeah.
So I have the big ones.
Clearly an Iranian accent. I have disposed of the body.
Jeez, this is the worst.
Yeah, like not even trying. And then ducks for some reason. I'm worried we haven't seen Abe in a while.
Yeah, where's Abe?
Watching the security monitor.
Where's Honest Abe at? I can always.
Oh my god. Honest Abe. I actually want that as my ringtone now. Like.
Like, it's just a sort of different face paint. Like, there's a guy who's green. Was the Hulk involved here?
Oh my gosh.
Is that guy supposed to be from Planet Hulk?
Oh my gosh. Like the Lou Ferrigno Hulk, too.
Jesus fucking Christ. What have you done to me?
He's like sneaking around. He's like fucking Robbie Rotten.
I'm not even going to say it. Last time I did, but I'm not going to. Well, where did this fucking guy learn how to edit?
I don't think he did learn how to edit. I think he was learning as he went along.
Just like Screamer Claws.
But then his stuff turns out good and subversive.
Ah, yes.
Although, don't get me wrong, I definitely do enjoy this. Like, I love this movie. This is my 3rd time watching it.
It's... This is just so bad.
It's like...
This isn't even the worst thing we've watched on this fucking stream, and yet... What even is this editing?
I love it, man, because it's just so... It's so out there. It's like genuinely bizarre. There he is! There's Abe!
Abe needs his own spin-off where he just sits there and watches shit all day.
I'd watch it. Just to say I watched it.
Abe is easily the best character in this entire movie, and he hasn't said a fucking thing yet.
I think that's part of why he's the best one.
Because he doesn't repeat the same thing like 7 times?
Yeah. The way they walk is so weird.
This is like...
Well, he's like really exaggerated sneaking.
This is some was stealing the weapons. That looks like a fucking broom closet.
An enemy agent.
Stealing weapons. She's got panties.
Yeah, none of those are weapons. There's like a hat. I think that's like a scarf hanging up.
Look, I'm not going to say no to some nudity.
I'm surprised he could swing it in this movie. Like, I never know how zero budget movies get people to do that.
Yeah, I know. Like, I've tried to get my friends who want to be in my movies, like, okay, well, to be in this movie, you got to get naked. They're like, well, then fuck you.
Oh my
I'm
God.
like, oh, okay, fine. Looks like you won't be in my movie.
Oh my God.
But no, but I have asked some of my friends before, like, look, you got to be naked for this scene. It's not even going to be like that long.
And they say no.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I asked Chloe one time for my Skeleton Wars movie because we were gonna have we were gonna have female skeletons in it, so we were just gonna have Chloe paint her, get naked and paint herself like a skeleton. That's what we were gonna do, and she was like, "I'm not gonna do that." I'm like, "Okay, I understand." Okay. I didn't expect you to say yes.
But like, I'm not gonna not ask.
Look, the main reason I asked is just to see see your reaction. And then she didn't talk to me for like a month after that.
Oh my God.
Well, there's a weapon. Although it looks like 2 toilet paper tubes wrapped in duct tape and spray painted in black.
It really does look like that. Like, it does look like painted cardboard. I don't know why she's having to examine it so much. Like
it's a gun. You're pointing at things. Jeez.
And then the hat, I don't know what interest the hat is to anybody, but she keeps picking it up.
Prostitutes. That's how you do it. Like they did in Things.
Oh yeah.
I wonder if that prostitute ever saw Things.
Oh yeah. I'd be interested to know that. I
doubt it.
I don't remember if they talked about it in the special features, other than she was one.
They mentioned it, and they mentioned how they were like, okay, we got to have some nudity in this movie. So they said they went like to Ontario, or it was either Ontario or Toronto, and they picked up a prostitute, and she's like, "Oh, what do you want me to do?" And they were like, "No, we don't want you to do anything sex related. We just want you to be in our movie and take your clothes off." And she's like, "Okay, but I don't want to show my face," and that's why she's wearing the devil mask in the movie.
And it's much better with the devil mask anyway.
It's even more surreal.
Much more hypnotic.
I will openly admit right now, if she would not have been wearing that devil mask, I don't think the opening to that movie would have the same effect. Because I remember watching that the first time in my senior year of high school. I had only just heard about the movie, and I watched it online. I watched like the first few minutes of it, and I instantly had to, as soon as that ended, in that ant thing got out of that baby carriage, I paused the movie. I had to go look in the mirror for a minute and reconsider my life.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that first scene is very affecting, actually. It's like a classic opening. It's so good.
Yo. Good. All right. All right. I swear, people. I tell people I'm going to be busy, I'm going to be streaming, and then they still yell and ask me questions.
Classic. Now this scene has gone on for a while. Let's see, how long has it gone on? The scene's been going on for almost 5 minutes now.
This is like peekaboo then I strangle you levels of just dragging it.
It is, but at least it's not for the whole movie.
Oh yeah, at least it's not the whole movie.
Like 30
I will
minutes
never I will never be able to unsee that movie.
I know, because it was just there was Abe.
Oh, I missed it. I was too busy contemplating my own life and my existence and my place in the world.
When you've seen Peekaboo, then you really do have to like reflect and be like, what am I doing? Like,
I wonder if the director ever thought that. Like, what am I doing with my life? Like, I wonder if he ever thought that someday, like 20 years after he made that movie, some guys on the internet would be watching it for the entertainment of literally nobody.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Sun chips, come here.
I consider it a test of endurance to have watched it, because it was just so boring.
It was better than Blood Fart Lake, or you know what? That's what we should have on the stream, is Chris Seaver, and just not tell him how much we absolutely hate him, and then at the end of the stream be like, oh yeah, and we fucking hate you, and then hang up.
like literally verbally assault him on stream, and then dox him,
and then DDoS him, and then swat him.
Yeah, like, exactly. Like Donald Trump to fucking ban Chris Seaver. Like, that's what I want the next executive order to be. That's how much I hate him.
You know, apparently, Chris Seaver helped make Dreaming Purple Neon.
What? He did not.
Somehow he did not make it bad. He did not ruin it.
Well, that's because he wasn't in charge of it.
True, but still, good on him.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Abe.
All right. Okay. We only get him in like 1 second snippets.
But yeah, no, apparently him and Todd Sheets are friends. Which, now knowing that, I'm not going to insult Chris in front of him, but... That movie was actually dedicated to the memory of Herschel Gordon Lewis and Lucio Fulci and Gunnar Hansen.
That's nice. I thought Gunnar Hansen was still alive.
Gunnar Hansen's dead.
He is?
Yeah, he died a couple years ago. The original Leatherface died a few years back.
Yeah, he did. I didn't know that.
And seriously, I don't even like the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and I knew that.
I can't keep track of when everyone dies.
Look, you're the one who told me Herschel Gordon Lewis died. If you wouldn't have found out, then I probably wouldn't have known.
What an absolute shame.
Why couldn't they have taken
anyone? I didn't see anyone post about it.
No, that's the worst part too. Like, even though cult film fans will remember Herschel forever, he will never be remembered by the mainstream, which is the biggest shame of all.
Yeah.
Sure, his movies were bad, but they were... I think he said it best when he said, Blood Feast is like a Walt Whitman poem. It wasn't anything good, but it was the first of its kind.
Yeah. I love that quote.
That quote is what I live by. Also, I discovered a fantastic quote from who was it? Kubrick today. If it can be written or thought, it can be filmed.
Good quote. It's especially true today.
Sorry, I was checking my email.
You need to see Spartacus.
I do. I do need to see Spartacus and Barry Lyndon and Lolita and The Killing and Glory of War. I know you have particularly harsh feelings towards Lolita, for obvious reasons.
Yeah, but Spartacus.
I've always heard Spartacus was amazing.
It is amazing, man. Like, I need to watch it again because I really like it and I haven't seen it in a while.
I need to see Kubrick's first movie from 1959, The Killing.
Yeah. Pardon me.
Also, John Hurt died.
Oh, I think I heard about that. Yeah, I did hear about that.
That particularly bothers me because I watched The Elephant Man just last year, and he was the Elephant Man in that movie, and he was fantastic. He was very good at emoting underneath all of that makeup and all those prosthetics.
He was a very, very good actor.
He was in Snowpiercer,
which is a great movie, I thought.
Snowpiercer is fantastic. Anybody who doesn't at least appreciate Snowpiercer is wrong.
I haven't met anyone that doesn't appreciate it, but that's because I haven't met anyone who's watched it, except you.
Shining example, Emmer Prevost, YouTuber. I was subscribed to him for a while, and then I saw his review of Eraserhead where he said it was mindless garbage. And then I saw his review of Snowpiercer where he said it was bad. And then I asked him if he would cover Oldboy, and he said it was terrible. And I'm like, yeah, this guy's opinion is wrong.
Yeah, 3 in a row. Come on.
Like 3 strikes, you're out, man.
For real.
I lost all respect after that.
I'm sure he would have hated Sledgehammer.
Oh, definitely. No, but he thought Tetsuo the Iron Man was an extremely well-made and solid movie. And Tetsuo the Iron Man is a good kind of body horror film, but it makes less sense than Eraserhead, in my opinion.
Yeah, so how is he going to say Eraserhead is mindless garbage?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense, but enough about that. But no, I've always thought Eraserhead was kind of a straightforward movie. I mean, it's immensely weird, but if you really pay attention, there's a plot there.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously there's a lot of symbolism that you're not supposed to get right away, but that's you're supposed to think about it.
I like movies that make me think. That make me feel smart.
You should. I guess he did not, but I forgot what I was going to say. Next. Oh, speaking of body horror, you still need to watch Mermaid in a Manhole.
I know. I fucking know. Mr. I own all the guinea pig movies.
Finally.
You're welcome.
Yes, thank you very much for that, still. I love having them.
Look, all I need is the second one.
Mermaid in the Manhole, I think, is the best one.
I've heard it's fairly artistic. Look, I'll watch it eventually.
It's good.
I will watch it as soon as you watch Nightbreed.
Yeah, I do really need to watch that.
Because it is my favorite. This is the same footage.
Yeah. They're death nursing us.
First of all, don't ever mention that movie around me again. Second of all, Nightbreed is the best Clive Barker movie. It had David Cronenberg in it, for fuck's sake.
I refuse to believe it's better than Hellraiser.
It is. It honestly is. It's not as... Okay, I will say this, on like a kind of creepiness factor and a kind of dark storytelling factor, Hellraiser has it beat, and I would say Hellraiser is a little more violent, but, and this is a big but, I remember, Jesus fucking Christ, this movie makes me want to kill. So,
God,
God help
extra
me.
dimensional universe.
God, help me before I kill again. But
oh my God.
in the sense of, I would say, epic storytelling, I would say Nightbreed is far better. And
Really?
as far as like fantasy, like dark fantasy, it is honestly, way better. It is way more, I would say it's a bit more whimsical. I wouldn't say lighthearted, but there are more monsters in it. There's a lot of different, diverse kind of creatures. The underground world that they live in is cool and beautiful in its own way. The fact that they live in a cemetery, a literal fucking cemetery, that is also a city, is interesting as hell. The fact that there's a big showdown at the end between the monsters and the police is cool as hell. It's basically one big like epic story.
I really need to see it.
And there are rules about the Nightbreed as well.
It's still on Netflix, right?
Yes. And the thing is, it's not like the Nightbreed themselves, these monsters have been there, just like, I mean, they've been there, but it's not like they just suddenly appeared there one day. According to the rules, you have to die on the grounds of Midian, the cemetery, to become a member of the breed.
Huh. That aspect is interesting.
And every time somebody comes back as a monster, they look different in some way.
Right.
Like there's a sexy porcupine chick. Does that make me a furry? I don't think so.
I hope not.
I'll be honest. I stole that joke from Count Dracula. I'm not even gonna lie. That's one of Count Dracula's favorite movies as well.
Oh. I do love this movie.
It's so... This guy had to have been on drugs.
I think he was.
Speaking of being on drugs, I actually found something interesting at a Walmart the other day.
Oh,
It's this $10 like 25 movie set, and it's like, oh, you can buy these everywhere. This is nothing new. This is garbage. It's just trash. Well, it does have quite a few movies that are like on every single one of the sets, such as The Satanic Rites of Dracula, Bloody Pit of Horror, A Drive-In Massacre, Driller Killer, House on Haunted Hill. But I was reading on the back, and I saw one movie that instantly made me want to buy this. You know what that movie was?
What was it?
Manos, The Hands of Fate.
Oh.
It's got Manos in it. And I was so psyched. Because I was like, okay, I kind of have to do it now. Manos, I need it. And it had some other ones that I didn't already have. It's got like this Italian... It's got Reefer Madness on it too, which I love Reefer Madness.
Oh, okay. That's good.
As well as the Cocaine Fiends, which I haven't seen, but that's another one of those cautionary films from the 30s.
Yeah, what?
And it's also got an Italian Mad Max ripoff on it called Warriors of the Wasteland.
I love that shit. I got Manos recently on a 50 movie, one of those big 50 movie boxes.
See, I'm still gonna buy the Blu-ray of Manos though, because that Blu-ray restoration is good.
Oh yeah, I remember you showed me a video of it, and it was like incredible how good it was.
Yeah, I actually don't think I'm gonna watch it until I buy that Blu-ray eventually. The thing is, I don't want to drop $14 on a movie that I know is going to be painful.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm probably not going to get the Blu-ray.
And the thing is, it doesn't even have like the fucking Mystery Science Theater commentary on it either.
Mm.
But you know what you should get is the Blu-ray release of Plant 9 in color.
Ooh.
Because it has the in color and black and white version, and it comes with commentary from, I forget which guy from Mystery Science Theater, with Mike Nelson.
Mm. That sounds great, actually.
Which, I mean, I know some people like Mike, some people like Joel. It's all up to personal taste, really. But I like
Still cool.
I like every season of Mystery Science Theater.
Me too.
Let's just watch Zat.
Yes.
I mean, that's on YouTube.
And on Blu-ray.
Oh, that Blu-ray looks good too.
Do you have it?
Mm-hmm. I would pull it off the shelf, but that is like I'd have to get up.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be getting the Blu-ray.
But you know what Blu-ray I have nearby that is of a good movie?
What?
Heathers.
All right.
You motherfucker, you need to rewatch it.
I do, honestly, but I don't really want to.
It really speaks to my teen angst. I've got an emo streak. It's what makes me so rad.
Oh, yeah. When's season 3 happening?
Never, probably.
Oh, they haven't announced anything yet?
No. See, I'm a part of the Rick and Morty shitposting group on Facebook, and there's so many people on there that just make like fake images, like it's premiering next month, and so many people will fucking buy it, and I'm just like, guys, you guys are idiots.
Yeah.
Look, I'm waiting, but they said it was going to take like 2 years, so.
For real?
Yeah, if you watch the after credits scene for the last episode.
Yeah, they were like, see you in like 2 years, right?
Yeah, Mr. Poopy Butthole was like, see you in 1.5 years or longer. And it's been like 1.5 years, so.
Fucking Mr. Poopy Butthole. When he gets shot.
Yeah, but he survived, thankfully.
That shit. That was a clever episode, I thought.
I really like that episode. You know, at Comic-Con last year, they were giving out Mr. Poopy Butthole body pillows.
Really?
And now they're going for like $100, and I'm like, oh, I kind of want one.
You should have got one.
I didn't go, so.
Oh.
I'm talking about San Diego Comic-Con.
Oh. Like. Damn.
Gee, what the? This movie's almost over.
Yeah.
How?
You'll see. The ending is incredible. I will say that. Like, it resolves. Don't worry.
Like, it's confusing, but it's nowhere near the level of just inept, weird, just shittiness that Things is.
Yeah, it's not quite on that level, but it is really bizarre. And inept. I love the quick cuts to the burned face guy.
Oh, there's Ape.
In the name.
Ape is my hero.
Same.
I saw what you put in the chat, you fuck.
Yeah, I thought it's nice to have something there.
because nobody's gonna put anything there anyway.
Yeah, no one's blowing it up this time.
Thankfully. Although I haven't told anybody I'm streaming. I'm sure if I messaged my friends and was like, hey guys, I'm streaming, just come blow up the chat with memes, they probably would be like, okay. This movie is painful to watch almost.
It's really good.
This movie is the reason I want to just go on a killing spree.
Oh, man.
Like, legitimately. I guess it's better than Escape from the Insane Asylum.
Ooh. That's really insane. I still want to buy it just because I'm a completionist. But I know it's going to be bad. Like, I've never seen a friendly review of it.
There's not even a trailer of the movie out there. Like, what? This is bad martial arts. That's what this is.
It is very bad. It's extremely... It's just terrible.
Only like, you know, 25 more minutes to go.
Okay, you gotta admit though, it's better than my last few choices.
Only a little bit.
Ah.
Because your last, like, two choices were, like, a Halloween puppy, and I think you picked, like, Terror at Bloodfart Lake. And, no, it was Brazilian Football Passion and Terror at Bloodfart Lake, because you're the one who picked that one for the 5 movie.
Yeah, I did. I gotta take credit for Terror at Bloodfart Lake.
Don't worry, I'm the one who insisted we cover, you know, Evil Dead Inbred Rednecks.
Yeah. No one was a winner that day.
Seriously, like, only one of those movies that we watched that night was, like, decent.
Yeah. And it wasn't the one I expected. I didn't expect any of them to be decent.
No. Two of them. Holla if you hear me kill you, and, oh, Abe, and,
Abe.
I spit on your corpse, I piss on your grave.
I'm gonna frame a picture of him.
Yeah.
And, and everyone will be like, is that your grandfather? Better. Honest Abe. Watching the security monitor.
That's old Abe watching us. I wonder if that old man's still alive.
Probably not. He seems pretty old in this. There he is.
What if he's not, and he just, like, relishes in the fact that he was in this shit fest?
Oh, crap. It's really nice of Carl to repeat it in case you miss it the first time.
I need you to fucking kill me. This is too much.
See, like, at least it's funny. Like, Brazilian Football Passion was just mind-numbingly boring. Like, the whole time.
I would bring up, like, a funny quote that was in that movie. Like, a funny, random WoW XD quote, but I can't think of anything, so I'm just going to stay quiet.
From Brazilian Football Passion?
Yeah. Because Video Brinquedo is literal garbage.
Oh, yeah. They did the little panda fighter, right?
And Ratatouille.
Oh, no. Tell me you're joking.
No, that's a real movie that they made they had direct involvement in, and it's a ripoff of Ratatouille.
Oh my god, I just looked it up. I want this movie. Ratatouille. Like, they're not even trying. When's the monster gonna send out another energy blast? Like
at least do what fucking James Rolfe used to do with his old shot-on-video movies, and, like, right on the TV screen, and then film the TV screen for a moment.
Yeah. Like, what was that one he did, like, Werewolves from Outer Space?
Yeah.
Kung Fu Werewolves from Outer Space?
I remember that one he did, The Deader the Better. That one was pretty fun.
Yeah. But he was like a child, is the thing.
Oh, yeah, but he mastered editing on VHS, though.
Yeah.
I watched a documentary he made about how he was, like, into filmmaking. How he is into filmmaking.
I still haven't seen his movie, though. His feature-length film.
Oh, the AVGN movie?
Yeah.
I'm interested, because I like the actual Angry Video Game Nerd series.
Me too. So I want to see it.
At the same time, I'm weary because I've heard some people say it's not too good. But at the same time, it has a cameo from motherfucking Lloyd Kaufman.
Yeah, and I hear mixed things about it. Some people don't like it, some people do. So I don't know how I would feel. I mean, I'd probably like it. I like anything.
I'm going to buy the Blu-ray of Board James when that comes out, though.
What? Is that happening?
Yeah, because after that series finale of Board James, I'm like...
Yeah.
I
didn't expect this to be a real show.
Yeah, because apparently he's going to release it as, like, edited together as, like, an actual movie.
What? That's amazing. I'm going to buy that. I'm glad that you brought that to my attention.
Yeah, no, he's doing some Blu-ray releases of some stuff. Like, he did a release of the best of James and Mike Mondays, which I don't really watch those, but...
Yeah, me neither.
That's something interesting that he did, but...
I love Board James, though.
Oh, no, I loved it after the... Like, I had no idea it existed until the Dream Phone episode that I watched the entire series, and I'm like... Like, honestly, even before Dream Phone, when he was just, like, reviewing shit, and it was just, like, him and Mike, even then it was kind of funny.
Yeah, honestly, but with Dream Phone, and then,
There was the Mr. Bucket, Mr. Bucket, Dream Phone, Dead End Drive.
I don't think I saw the one with Dead End Drive.
Yeah, it was like 10 Dead End Drive or something. And then there was Nightmare.
Oh, here's the energy blast. I love this music.
This is terrible.
Uh-oh, there's the energy blast.
This is the most inept shit I've ever seen in my entire life. And I've seen a movie made by a 10-year-old.
What?
Well, a short film, but still.
Nuka Murder?
Shut up. I was like 12. Okay, no, I wasn't 12. I think I was like 14 or 15.
That's still young.
That doesn't make any difference. I'm keeping that hidden from the world. Actually, I think I might have been 13.
You should release it as, like, a bonus feature when you release your first DVD.
Look, I don't even have it anymore.
Comes with Nuka Murder. Like a special VHS release of Nuka Murder.
I don't even have it. I don't. If there's some current copy of that movie that exists somewhere, then somebody's hidden it, because I don't have it.
What a
Because if I
shame.
did, if it was anywhere, it would be on the home computer downstairs. And I deleted everything on there.
You monster.
I kept that shit hidden.
Oh my gosh. You need to think of your fans, Cody.
Oh yeah, my all 6 of them.
You got more than that now.
Yeah, 568.
Not bad at all.
Oh yeah.
And you got, people like Todd Sheets contacting you. I mean, to a lot of people, that's like not a big deal. But Todd
to us
Sheets,
cult film people, that's pretty big.
yeah, honestly, like you should see Goblin. That's a really good one that he did.
Never forget Goblin Puss.
Oh my god. I'll keep the arrow gun. Like, so much of this movie is just still shots with, like, narration and dialogue.
You could release this as an art film.
And then, yeah.
And I'm telling you, this would be big at Sundance.
Oh my god. It's very artful.
Signed off on this crap.
Oh, he's gonna blow up.
This better be good.
It's good, don't you worry. They got a special effects master on this movie.
I have not seen any special effects so far, so.
He was dripping goop that one time.
Okay, whoa. Anybody can connect some hoses to a bag of blood, all right? I'm not saying I know how to do that, because I do, but I'm too lazy to.
Oh my gosh. See, wasn't that pretty cool? Now he's dripping goo again.
I regret ever being born.
Oh my god. My life was a mistake. I'm telling you, the ending makes it worth it.
Don't try to stop me.
It's perfect.
Did you hear that Scream Factory is doing a Blu-ray release of the John Waters film Serial Mom?
Yeah, I didn't hear about that.
I still need to see that one.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either.
I went to Toronto. I went to Atlanta. I used to drink Pepsi, but now I like Fanta.
I had some Fanta just today. I know you're all traitors.
What kind of drugs do you have to take?
There we go.
Abe. Abe is the only thing that's keeping me going.
Right? Just a glimpse of Abe.
I may actually like print out a still of him and have it framed.
I'm actually going to do that. Like, I wasn't even joking. You should do it too.
No, I'll do that. I can't. I don't think my mom will let me hang it in the front room because she doesn't like having things hung in the front room except for like family photos. But I hang it about.
Abe is family, all right.
Abe is family, but she won't even let me hang up posters down there. Okay, any cool art that I have, like this poster I have of graffiti on the Berlin Wall that says "Mother, should I trust the government?"
Huh. Yeah, that actually is. I thought you were talking about like what you have up behind you.
Look, my mom comes in my
Yeah.
room and sees this, and she doesn't even comment. She is never said a thing about the pinups I have hanging in my room. And it's not like I keep her out of my room either, and it's not like I tell her like, "Oh, come into my room." It's just like she'll come in my room and like throw the laundry on my bed, or she'll fucking like come in if she wants to have a talk with me about something, have a serious chat, and I'll just be sitting there, we'll just be sitting there having a serious conversation. Meanwhile, you got pinups and
Yeah.
anime bullshit.
That's surreal.
And then they got pictures of like all kinds of. They got posters of all kinds of movies like Reefer Madness and House of Thousand Corpses.
There's some special effects right here.
Yeah, but I can't
Checkmate.
tell that they're special effects because all these fucking filters.
The filters are what make the effects special.
Special ed.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
Well,
okay, maybe that was a bit far, but
it is Alien Beasts.
I'm never watching Mutant Massacre. Mutant Massacre 2, I should say.
Yeah.
This is a chore.
I love it.
Like, what the fuck, man? Why do you gotta choose such garbage?
I thought this was going to be a good one to choose.
You could have just.
This was like my good pick.
We could have just watched The Lobster. It's on Prime. It's a way better movie.
What? Look at this. Okay, this part right here. This is what makes it all worth it. Oh, this is apparently Abe speaking. You can tell that it's the same voice, but
I swear to, like, I always pick good movies that I want you to see because it's important.
I wanted you to see this movie. I thought it was good. I like this movie.
So fucking bad.
It's not like Brazilian Football Passion. I actually enjoyed this one.
Like, let me think back to all the movies you've picked for this series, okay? You picked this, Brazilian Football Passion, Terror at Bloodfart Lake, A Halloween Puppy, Sledgehammer, Curse to the Bite, Sex Android. I think that was it.
Yeah.
But still, you've picked. Okay. What?
Okay, this part right here.
Fucking Christ. What even is this?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It it just very, very good.
See, if the whole movie was like this, then it would be a bit better.
Yeah, I agree. Because this is just wild. Like this part actually is like an art film.
I swear. So for this series, you have only picked 2 good movies.
Okay, to be fair, I did think this was a good one.
I mean, like, good in the sense that it is of some quality.
Right. Okay, well, all right. I can't argue with that.
At least the movies I have picked half the time, not even half the time, 90% of the time, are good movies and are actual movies. They aren't shot on video. They aren't terrible animated movies.
That's just the charm that I bring to the stream.
You're the absolute worst. You won! Okay, not even gonna lie. That end bit where it's like you destroyed everything, you won, and then just cuts.
Yeah.
That was legitimately great. Okay, that I'm not gonna lie. That was pretty good.
Give it a rating.
That was like a 3 out of 10.
Ooh. Ooh.
No, it's like a 5. It's like a 5. I'll give it a 5. I'm feeling generous.
Let's do the Gore meter.
That was like a 2.
Yeah, not a lot. There was like more in the stop motion segment than in the rest of the movie combined.
There really was, and that was the shame, because I was really hoping for a Gore fest.
Next time, I'm just going to pick Zach. Will that please you?
Look, pick something, but I don't want it to be something inherently, like, really... like, I want you to pick something that is, like, that I haven't seen before, that is, like, something really, really good. Like, I don't fucking know. Like... I don't know, something good.
Something good. Now that I know.
Something inherently good. Like, I'm not saying we can't do shot on video, but to do nothing but shot on video is ridiculous. Because, like, half the movies you have picked are shot on video.
Well, okay.
The only movie I've ever picked that is not, like, that is not a legitimate, serious, I mean, not serious, but legitimate, like, shot on a camera movie is, I think, any of the movies we covered in the Craptacular.
Yeah.
That I picked. Other than that, the rest of them are fairly professional.
I would agree. Okay. That's a good way to put it. Professional. Next time I will pick a professional real movie.
Professional real film. All right. And now let's get into what we have watched recently.
Yes, absolutely.
I guess I'll go first because you went first last time. I forget if I mentioned this last stream. I can't remember if I watched it, when exactly I watched it. But I finally watched Ridley Scott's Hannibal.
Okay, yeah, I don't think you mentioned that one last stream.
Yeah, I finally watched it after, like, having only seen... I've seen Hannibal Rising, I've seen Manhunter, and I've seen Silence of the Lambs. And, you know, they're all good. But I hadn't seen Hannibal. I'm still planning on seeing Red Dragon because I hear that one's pretty good. And I also hear... And it has Anthony Hopkins as fucking Hannibal, and Anthony Hopkins is great as always as Hannibal, and it's got Edward Norton in it, and I love Edward Norton. He's fantastic. He's fantastic in just about anything he's in. But I finally watched Hannibal, which is like considered to be the most flawed out of like all of the Hannibal films, and I
have heard that.
I would honestly say it isn't as bad as some people have made it out to be. It definitely has some flaws, and I would definitely say that the changes they made from the book to the film are a bit better. I will say the fact that Jodie Foster does not continue as Clarice in this one doesn't really do the film any favors. The
Yeah.
girl they get to replace her, Julianne Moore, she is also, but she's very good in the role as
She's
well.
a good actor.
She's great as Clarice, but I don't know. I think Jodie Foster just brings a bit more to the table.
Mhm.
But I liked it, and Gary Oldman is in it, and I will always love Gary Oldman because he is another absolutely amazing actor that I
Yeah, he's
love in
very
just
good.
about anything. I remember he was Sid Vicious in Sid and Nancy, and that was. I still have not watched all of Sid and Nancy. I saw like half of it when I was like in like fucking high school, and I still have not finished it to this day. I really need to finish that movie. But I remember he was really good in that. But yeah, it was good. I liked it for what it was, and I feel like the twist that the author and that the original author gave the book was way too forced and ham-fisted, and Ridley Scott changed it, and I do respect that because it
Okay.
definitely makes it definitely makes a bit more sense with how Ridley Scott made it. Let's see. I finished the anime series Evangelion, and
Mhm.
I watched the theatrical film ending that is like the official ending to the series, End of Evangelion, and
Okay.
goddamn, the series itself, like all around, I'd probably give like a solid 8 out of 10. Like I didn't think like there's so many people that say Evangelion is like the best anime ever, and it's definitely of quality and it's well put together. The animation is nice. It's well written. The characters, the main character is an absolute whiny little bitch, and I hate him so much. Everybody hates Shinji so much in Evangelion. It's kind of not even a joke anymore because of
Oh my god.
how whiny he is. But he's still a genuine character. He still does go through changes.
Well, that's good.
But basically, they made the original ending to the series, and instead of it being some like big kind of action-packed, depressing thing like the fans wanted, the ending to the series with the last 2 episodes was basically just all of the main characters kind of confronting themselves inside their own minds, trying to figure out their own problems and why they're doing what they're doing. For instance, one character who is one of my favorites and probably the entire in the series, her backstory is that she's an absolute bitch to everybody, but the only reason she's a bitch to everybody is because her mother became mentally ill and thought that this doll was actually her, and then her mother hung herself. And
Oh.
she walked into the room and saw her mother hanging there with a smile on her face. And that's
Oh my
one of the
god.
reasons she's like such a bitch and she refuses to show emotion, and the only emotion she ever really shows is anger.
That does make sense.
But it essentially ends with like everybody kind of like figuring out their problems, and realizing that they can move on from it. And I will admit it's a little bit of a cop out, considering how depressing and like kind of emotional the show is overall. But I still think it makes sense. With this movie, they just decided to go overboard, and it, like the ending to the movie is heavily inspired by 2001.
Okay.
And compared to 2001, which 2001, that like the last 20 minutes of that movie are like immensely strange.
Huh.
This is even weirder than that somehow.
How so?
I mean, I don't think. Do you care if I spoil it?
No.
Okay, so basically, I'm gonna try and keep this short, sweet, and to the point. Essentially, they've been fighting these giant monsters called angels, These monsters are actually descendants from the first angel called Adam. The first angel being Adam, and then there was the other one, which wasn't Eve, it was something else. Lilith. The second, the second angel was Lilith, and the creatures that came from Adam were monsters. They were angels. The creatures that came from Lilith were humans. So humans and these giant monsters, angels, are essentially the same thing. They're essentially the same people. And they've been trying to kill each other for so long. And essentially, the series literally ends with the angels succeeding, everybody turning into primordial soup, except that in the world ending, turning into a giant apocalyptic wasteland that is nothing but crosses and burnt ash and blood everywhere.
Jesus Christ.
And then the two main characters are left by themselves in this wasteland, and it literally ends with the main character Shinji trying to strangle the female main character Asuka to death. And then she caresses his face, trying to comfort him, and he starts to cry. And she says, "You're disgusting," and then the movie ends.
Oh, shit.
I should also let you know, this movie literally opens with the character of Asuka being in a coma after she confronts her past and she starts to realize that she's failing as a kind of pilot of these giant robots. She goes into a comatose state, and Shinji at the beginning of the movie is trying to wake her up, and he's shaking her. He rolls her over and her shirt falls open, and you know what he does? He jerks off over her comatose body in the first fucking scene of the movie.
You gotta be kidding me.
You just hear him grunting, and then suddenly you see his hand covered in cum, and he says to himself, "I'm so fucked up." So literally, this movie begins with Shinji insulting himself, and it ends with him being insulted.
Huh.
It is so fucked, man. What's even worse is that these characters are supposed to be like 12 years old. But knowing... Yeah, but the thing is, in anime, like age, that's kind of a thing in anime. Like characters are supposed to be 12, but they'll look like they're in high school, and these characters do all look like they're like seniors in high school, but they're supposed to all be 12.
Huh.
But that just makes that scene even worse to watch.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I had heard about that scene before I even watched the anime or watched the movie or anything. And I had heard about it, and I was like, there's no way this happens. And then it was the first scene, and I was so surprised.
That's like really intense, man.
And that's like the movie's way of telling you, like, look, this is the tone we're going for, and it's not going to let up. And honestly, it doesn't. I watched a documentary movie, My Amityville Horror, which
I saw that on Facebook. How was it?
It's okay, I guess. It's kind of interesting to see how Daniel Lutz has turned out years after his family moved into the Amityville house. But the weird thing is, it's like, as much as I believe in the paranormal and everything, this guy just, from what I've read, he's actually like he's shown up to the premieres of the movies, like as some kind of guest of honor. Like, dude, these are movies about what should be the worst time of your life.
Yeah.
Like, from what I've heard, he's still trying to get some publicity off of what happened over 30 years ago. And that's kind of sad, honestly. It seems like Daniel Lutz cannot move on from this. And there's scenes where he's talking to a psychologist, and it's an interesting little documentary. But it's like, whether or not you believe in the paranormal, it's really about him and how he kind of can't let go of what happened, or what he thinks happened, or what his family says happened. Whatever you believe, it's an account of how he can't let go of it. Essentially.
And are there other members of the family that like don't believe anything happened?
There are the family, I think even the parents have come out and said that it was all a hoax.
Okay.
Years after, even Ed and Lorraine Warren, who said there was something in that house, have been like kind of shamed. They were shamed years later because the family openly admitted that it was all just a hoax to try and get money.
Well, there you go.
And it's a shame because it's such an interesting story for a movie. The film of Amityville Horror will always be great, though.
Oh, I love that movie.
I watched The Haunting of the Whaley House, which was
Okay.
which was exceedingly bad, low budget movie from Asylum, who are responsible for movies like Atlantic Rim and Transmorphers and Sharknado.
Yeah, I've heard of that one.
The only good part of that movie was that Chauncey Phillips has a small cameo in the beginning, and seeing him in the movie is entertaining. But other than that, it is uninteresting. Please note that both My Amityville Horror, Haunting of the Whaley House, and the next movie I'm about to talk about were all movies I watched while playing Honey Pop.
Oh my gosh.
So while playing these, I was playing Bejeweled, but with anime titties. I watched The Amityville Haunting from 2011, which is a found footage movie about a family that moves into the house. The thing is, I know what the interior of the house looks like, and that's not the house.
Mm-hmm.
And nothing interesting happens, and it's literally just some like 11-year-old kid recording everything with a camera. That's it.
I believe it.
And it is legitimately one of the worst things. Like, I was sitting there putting most of my attention towards this game, and I still could not help but get mad at what I was just seeing out of the corner of my eye.
Was it better or worse than 8213 Gacy House?
Worse.
Really?
It was somehow worse. I'm pretty sure that one is also an Asylum film. Gacy House and Amityville Haunting.
It is an Asylum film.
I thought it was. I watched Gun Woman, which I told you a bit about.
Mm-hmm.
And that one is decently entertaining and kind of brutal.
Right.
I would say one of the most brutal scenes is where the doctor who saves this like prostitute who's trying to turn her into this ultimate assassin is trying to show her how like trying to basically teach her how long she has and what's going to happen to her when she cuts the parts out of her and starts to lose blood. Mm-hmm. So he literally brings out another prostitute which he bought off the black market and cuts her where he's going to insert the parts of the gun in her, and makes the main character sit there and watch this woman bleed to death. As he's explaining, like, your vision's going to get blurry, you're going to feel like you're drunk, and this woman is just standing there, cut open, bleeding to death. 22 minutes.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, and this woman, it takes her 22 minutes to bleed to death. But other than, I mean, that scene was pretty brutal and kind of, I'll be honest, it's kind of awesome because it was so out of left field. And what's weird is Gun Woman is distributed by Scream Factory. Oh. And Scream Factory, I mean, they're mostly known for like cult films. They're not really much for brutal, disturbing movies, although they did release the box set of the, what was it, the Human Centipede movies.
Oh, did they?
Which I'm going to get that box set eventually, because it has the color version of the second one.
Oh.
I want to see the color version, but I feel like it's kind of now a black sheep on their catalog, because they've kind of completely stopped, like, when they have sales, they usually put like their lesser selling titles for like really cheap. This one is never put up for like low price. On the sales, which I'm sure means they kind of regret picking it up in the first place.
Mm. Yeah.
Because it's a movie that has necrophilia in it as well.
Oh, yeah, that seems to be sort of out of their usual element.
I watched Diary of the Dead, finally,
Mm-hmm.
and I really
Mm-hmm.
liked it. And I gotta say, there's always those found footage movies that are like, why are you filming this? I don't know. In Diary of the Dead, it makes a bit more sense because the guy is trying to give proof about what is happening. So
Mm-hmm.
that's a legit reason.
Yeah.
Other than the CG gore, which was all over the place in the movie, it bothered me how much CG gore there was in that movie. I liked it. It's like an 8 out of 10 for me, which
Nice.
is, I think, the same rating I give Land of the Dead.
Very cool. Where does it
Um,
stand on the old meter?
on the gore meter,
Yeah,
I don't know.
because you don't do that in your reviews all the time.
I do it like all the time now. I'm gonna do it for Dreaming Purple Neon as well. Spoiler alert: it sits at like a 7.
Okay.
Oh no, Dreaming Purple Neon sits at a 7. Diary of the Dead I would put at like a 4.
Yeah.
Oh, I watched Killed TV, which was a movie I got at a convention last year,
Mm.
and it was like I mainly grabbed it because it was like a limited edition release of it, and it was the only way to. It's like the only way to own the movie currently, and it was a way for me to own this movie before anybody else could. Really, anybody else that was at least not at the convention.
Right.
And I had held off on watching it for a while, and I watched it, and it's like this local crew of this horror movie kind of host show get locked inside the studio, and there's a killer on the loose inside the studio. And it's an interesting setup and interesting, premise. And it's okay. I mean, it's nothing amazing, but I like it for what it is. It's fun. I watched Inframan, which is
Yes.
easily one of the greatest martial arts films I have ever seen. Way better than Riccio. And actually, no, wait, I don't know if I could say way better than Riccio, but almost as good as Riccio. And Riccio is the shit, and you still haven't seen it, you fucking monster. Yeah, Inframan. What can I say about Inframan? It is the greatest movie to ever grace the silver screen.
All right.
Speaking of movies to grace the silver screen that aren't good, Varan the Unbelievable, which is a Japanese-American monster movie co-production from the 60s, and the American company on it dropped out like halfway through. And there are two different cuts. There's a 90-minute cut and a 70-minute one. The 70-minute is the American version, and it is essentially about a mutant, prehistoric lizard butterfly monster that lives underneath a lake. And if you think that sounds like an entertaining bad movie, it's not. It is not good at all. Other than the fact that there is like a scene where this little Asian kid shows up, and I swear he sounds just like Short Round from Indiana Jones. Other than that, it is.
Oh my God.
It is bad. Slam Dunk Ernest.
Mm-hmm.
Not that bad. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Not the worst Ernest movie I've seen ever either.
Really? What was the worst one?
Ernest Goes to Africa, from what I can remember.
Oh
I'm pretty sure
God.
in that one he did blackface. I cannot be too sure on that, but I remember a part where he like knocks on somebody's, like some rich guy in South Africa, his door, and he shows up dressed up as a tribesman, painted brown. I cannot be too sure on that. I just remember that. It could be a false memory for all I know.
Going into Chris Seaver territory there.
I finally watched House on Haunted Hill, the original. Finally.
Nice.
And I gotta admit, I thought it was genuinely creepy and well put together, and it was equally, like a lot of people say, it's equally creepy and equally cheesy and campy. And I think it's fun. It's a little cheesy but fun, And the fact that at the end, how it turns out the house isn't even haunted, I really like that kind of twist to it.
Yeah.
Because I did not expect that. Because from what I can remember in the remake and in the sequel to the remake, it is actually haunted.
It is, yeah.
It was like a haunted psychiatric hospital that had Jeffrey Combs as the fucking head doctor, which I will always remember that. But I expected it to be a haunted house movie, and then I just see fucking Vincent Price come out of nowhere, puppeteering a plastic skeleton, and I just start laughing my ass off. I couldn't not have fun with that. The plastic skeleton in that movie is it's so bad, but it's great. Then I watched Dreaming Purple Neon, which I'm not going to say anything about because I'm under contract not to say anything about it. That's a joke, but I'm saving that for the reveal. I'll say this: I give it a 7 out of 10 on IMDb and a 7 out of 10 on the Gore meter.
Nice. That's not a bad score.
Yep, but that is it for me.
My list is much shorter because I've been extremely busy, unfortunately.
I'm sure you have.
I have a few interesting ones. I rewatched Popcorn, which of course I still love.
That movie.
Yeah, just
always
amazing.
It tugs at the heartstrings.
I love it. I really do. Then I watched today Black Mold, which comes with the Massacre DVD of Black Past.
I've not watched Black Mold, but
it's very short. I don't remember the runtime. It's a very short film, but it was interesting just for the imagery. The plot, there's not really anything happening. There's maybe a little bit of something, but you really got to watch it for the imagery. And I feel like in a movie that is that short, that's okay. Like, if your movie's 10 minutes long, you can make it like that. So I thought it was all right. It's not on IMDb, so I couldn't rate it, unfortunately. But then, of course, I watched today Black Past.
Oh, tell us about it. Tell us about it. Tell us about how great it was.
I loved it. I really did. Very atmospheric, very interesting. You could definitely see the Evil Dead influence real strong around the third act, which I like. But yeah, I really did enjoy it. Overall, I just thought it was a very cool movie. I really like Burning Moon, but I like Burning Moon more than a lot of people like Burning Moon, but I do like this one better, actually.
Yeah. I think more people like Black Past than Burning Moon, but
yeah,
the Burning Moon, I don't know, when I first saw it, I didn't really like it that much. It's grown on me, though. I rewatched it a couple months back, and I enjoyed it a bit more.
Yeah, I still really love it, but yeah, I definitely like this one more. I just think it was more interesting, also.
The question is, are you going to pick up that VHS release?
I'm not going to pick up the VHS release, but it's great that you have it. It does look awesome. It looks nice.
It is.
It looks nice.
I love the artwork on it. It's so good. With the red demon thing.
Yeah. And the effects were very good, of course. Oh, there's someone in the chat.
Who's in the chat? Who? What did you do? What'd you write in the chat? You motherfucker! I hate you. I fucking hate you. I swear, next time I'm gonna put a chat limit to where you can only post a message every minute. Because I can do that.
Now you gotta send it to fucking 10 people. Copy and paste.
Don't make me bust out my figures and make you cringe.
Alright. I'll stop. But yeah, I haven't gotten to watch much. This week might be a little bit more free, so I want to watch more movies. I'm also going to be doing a lot more shooting for my film, which will be great. Getting a lot of progress made.
Finish it. I want to watch it already.
Yeah, I mean, the shooting goal is to be over, is to be finished by spring, like by the end of winter, which I think will definitely happen. Then it's a matter of editing, and I'm actually not going to be doing the editing, so I don't know how long that'll take. But I do have someone very good doing the editing, so that'll be nice. So the editing will be good. It will not be Alien Beast editing.
You should just have a random scene where it cuts for like a nanosecond to Abe.
I want that. Where,
just 1 nanosecond, like so fast you don't even see it the first time.
Like almost imperceptible. Like someone's gonna find out by just like randomly pausing the DVD or something, and there will be like one frame. It's 1 frame of Abe.
It's like in Fight Club when you can see Tyler Durden before he even shows up in the movie. You just got to pay attention. He's on there. He's like there like 1 second.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, there's certain scenes where he'll just pop up for like half a second.
Huh. Very
also, there is a coffee cup in almost every single scene in Fight Club. A Starbucks coffee cup hidden around in every single scene. Purposely hidden.
I didn't know that. I haven't looked around for it, but I have heard about that.
Because David Fincher hates Starbucks.
Really?
I don't know about that, but...
I mean, I'm not a big fan of them myself. I just don't like coffee.
No, don't worry. I don't drink coffee either. But, when are you going to watch Tumbling Doll of Flesh is the question.
I'm waiting for a good time. Because I think now I'm going to break up the marathon. I'm not going to do all of those movies at once.
Yeah, you probably should.
I want to do like 3 at a time. And so that way I can do it soon. I can watch Life and Death. I can watch Tumbling Doll. I can watch My Red Guts. Or the first 3 I'm going to do.
Not bad, not bad, not bad. Just wait until you get a Blu-ray player and then get a
Thundercrack.
Get Sex Murder Art. Spicy.
100 emoji.
I'm telling you, they make slippers of the emojis, and I want to get one that's a crying, laughing emoji, then one that's an okay emoji, and I will wear them in public. One of each.
Oh my gosh.
But speaking of things... What were we going to say?
No, nothing. What?
Speaking of things I recently bought, I bought the 25 set, and this movie has a movie on it called Morons from Outer Space that I've never heard of before. And that's apparently a comedy. I don't know.
I've never heard of it.
But it's apparently a sci-fi comedy from the 80s. It bothers me. But I also got Train to Busan, which is that new Korean zombie movie on a train. And I've heard nothing but good things about this movie. It runs for nearly 2 hours. But I've heard nothing but great things.
Yeah, it's got like really good ratings on every website, on like Rotten Tomatoes.
And I got that new Richard Bates Jr. film, Trash Fire, which I'm gonna review.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna review that one because I've reviewed all of his features so far, and I think I will continue to review all of his feature films.
That's cool. I'm looking forward to it.
Because he always gets back to me on Twitter, thanking me for the kind words.
That's nice. It's always really cool when they do that.
I know the director of Wolf Cop did that, and that was beautiful.
I don't think I've actually seen any of his movies. Richard Bates.
Not Richard Bates Jr.
I know.
Yeah. I think his one movie, Suburban Gothic, is on Prime. Which, honestly, it's not his best. But out of the two of the three movies I've seen from him, I've seen his short film he made in college, which was Excision, and then he turned it into the feature film Excision. And then he did Suburban Gothic, and Trash Fire is the most recent one, but Suburban Gothic was fun for what it was. It wasn't anything amazing.
Yeah, that's the one that I hear the most about. And I think I watched your interview on it. You did, or not interview, but review. You did review it, right?
Yeah, I reviewed both Excision and Suburban Gothic, yeah.
I haven't seen the one for Excision. How was that one?
Excision is great, and it's got a cameo in it from Ray Wise, who was Laura Palmer's father in Twin Peaks, and you need to watch Twin Peaks. It's got a cameo from John Waters as a priest.
Wow. That's funny.
And a cameo from Malcolm motherfucking McDowell.
That's like pretty huge, actually.
Yeah, it's got cameos from the king of trash filmmaking, the guy who's worked with a guy who's worked with David Lynch, and one of the greatest actors of the modern age. I will stand by that. He's a Shakespearean trained actor.
Yeah, they tend to be very good. I might have to see that movie then.
Oh, it's so good. Intense. Like, even though John Waters is only in it for like one scene, because again, it's a cameo, it's still so entertaining to see him as a priest. Because, I mean, everybody knows John Waters is gay. And
yeah,
like, no matter how he tries to act, he always gives off that vibe. Is that just me, or?
Oh no,
because he always gives off he gives off a very eccentric vibe.
Yes,
with it, and seeing him play a priest is very interesting. He was actually a priest he was also a priest when he did a cameo in the Herschel Gordon Lewis film Blood Feast 2. That's right. He had a cameo in a Herschel Gordon Lewis movie.
That is incredible.
He was actually a huge fan of Lewis as well.
That doesn't surprise me. I think you told me that before, and it never does surprise me. It's a shame. It's a shame that he's gone now.
But they interviewed him in the documentary about Herschel Gordon Lewis.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they did, and it was entertaining to see him in it. But he was talking about how the first time he saw Blood Feast was when him and his friends in Baltimore used to sneak into the drive-in and watch and see movies for free. And they went in and they saw Blood Feast one night. And it changed him.
Oh my gosh. At the time, I'm sure it was like a life-changing experience to see that movie.
Oh, I'm sure it was. But
like,
shit, I mean, Lewis even went on in the film, not Lewis, but Waters even went on in that documentary to say shooting a splatter film is a lot like shooting pornography, where the cum shot is the most gruesome scene. And I was like, yeah, that's basically like, yeah, it is. That's the worst part.
Oh my god. Well said. Well spoken. Absolutely.
Yeah, but apparently him and Lewis became very good friends.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, they even show like Lewis's house in the documentary as well, and his house is beautiful. Like very, very nice from a guy who, you know, directed the world's first splatter film, who you think would have fallen into obscurity and would be in poverty, but no.
Apparently, Lewis was also like a marketing and advertising expert, and he sold books and would like give lectures about that kind of thing.
They mentioned that in the documentary as well. How he was basically an expert on marketing. He knew how to advertise a fucking movie. I'll tell you that.
Absolutely. I want to watch that documentary. What was it called again?
Herschel Gordon Lewis, the Godfather of Gore, Herschel Gordon Lewis.
Okay, where did you see it?
It was actually on Screambox. It is a horror streaming service. You sign up for like a 2-week trial, and then you cancel it immediately, and you still get to keep it for 2 weeks.
Really?
Yeah. Honestly, I'd say that service is worth getting, mainly just to watch that documentary, as well as Manhattan Baby, that Lucio Fulci movie. That's like Poltergeist kind of, but with Egypt. But
I need to see that. I remember you talking about it.
And at the end of the documentary, they have Herschel sing the theme song to 2000 Maniacs, which he sung originally.
Yeah. I love that one.
Oh, the South's gonna rise again.
God rest his soul.
He was great. They also interviewed the guy who was Fuad Ramses.
Oh.
And to see him, like, to see him in that documentary was interesting. Because I'm pretty sure he absolutely hated Connie Mason, and she was like also in that. She like basically starred in that movie, and it was like literally the best overactor and the worst actress ever.
Oh my gosh! Honestly, not to go completely off topic, but I actually just saw this. Someone posted this from a game they were playing of the $1 Million Butt game. And I know you'll do almost anything for $1 million.
Almost.
You even went with the VHS tape thing, which surprised me.
Look, if it's any VHS tape I want.
Oh my god.
I mean, I can finally own Turbo Kid on VHS.
Oh, that would be worth it, actually. See, you didn't say that. That would have got me. But what if you had $1 million, but every time you spent money, someone got a voodoo doll that could control you?
That's a good one.
Yeah, because that's rough.
Because I used to have a voodoo doll and a book on how to use it.
It's brutal.
But I don't know. I mean, that is actually a really tough one.
Yeah.
Because some people might just like throw it away, or they might just burn it. But if you burn it, you'd probably feel it.
Yeah, you burn to death.
Yeah, I don't think I'd do that.
Yeah, there's too much at stake there.
Actually, after our last stream, when me and my friends went out dumpster diving, we played $1 Million Butt in the car.
Nice.
And one of my friends gave me one that is like the absolute best.
Ooh, lay it on me.
So you get $1 million, but every time you spend $100,000, no, this is cumulative. So if you spend like $1,000 a day, after 100 days, this will take effect. And basically, every time you spend $100,000, you get a mental illness of a varying degree of severity. It could be a random mental illness, so you could just maybe get like a slight OCD, or you could get full-on schizophrenia or dementia.
Dementia? Oh man, no way.
Or Alzheimer's.
I'm not taking that risk. Okay. Could I like take the money and then spend like $99,000? Well, is it like just from the million or ever? If you ever spend 100,000?
Ever. If you already have like 100,000 in the bank and you spend that 100,000, it doesn't matter because if it goes into your bank account with the rest of your money, then it all just becomes one big pile of money.
Okay, not taking it. No way.
I'd do it.
For real?
Look, it's any mental illness. So the chances of you getting dementia, schizophrenia, or anything too serious, I would say are decently low. I'd think you would get autism or something like that before you would get. I don't even think autism is a mental illness, but
dementia is very common.
Oh, that's nightmarish.
Dementia and all that, they're actually very common.
Okay, here's another one they gave
me. Males.
Here's another one they gave me. Okay, you get $1 million, but every time you spend $100,000, same rules apply.
Mm-hmm.
You get $1 million, but you get infected with HIV. Every time you spend, okay, no, you get you get $1 billion. You get $1 billion actually. Every time you spend 100,000, the HIV gets 2 times worse.
No way. No
so if
way.
you spend all that money, it gets like 1,000,000 times worse.
You took it, didn't you? Like, you would do that.
Yeah, because I would just donate it towards AIDS research.
Okay. I still don't think I would want to put up with that until they find a cure, but okay. You get $1 million, but yeah, let's say every time you spend 100,000, your house burns down.
Fuck that! I can't save all these movies.
That's the one that gets you.
Yeah. Honestly, if my house burned down, I might let myself burn with it because I don't think I could let my movies burn.
I let myself burn with it. That's great. I'm going to quote you on that. Go down with the ship.
Yeah, exactly.
What if you could, but like, so you have $1 million, so you can build another house. What if you were able to save the ones that were like irreplaceable, like your autograph stuff, the stuff with sentimental value, or like the limited edition stuff?
I mean, it's not just that. It's not just that. It's that I own over 1,000 movies.
Right.
This has taken 20 years to do. I'm not going to waste that. 20 years of effort of collecting.
Right. I mean, I feel the same way. I would not take the $1 million either.
I say 20 years, but I really mean like 10, 15, but still.
It's still a long time, honestly. Yeah, I started like cataloging my movies again, and I just like kind of stopped part of the way through, so I don't know the exact number.
You got to get dedicated,
it's around
man.
1,000.
You got to get dedicated.
It's around 1,000 right now.
Like me, get dedicated, because I have made a list and I check it twice.
Yeah, I had it actually cataloged completely, like last year. Then my computer crashed, and I lost the list.
Well, that's why it's good to have IMDb, though, because you could just make a list on there. That's what I do.
Yeah, okay. That's actually a great idea. I should do that. That's very easy, actually. What a great site that is.
Yeah, it is. It's beautiful. It's just beautiful.
I'm glad I actually started using it.
You're welcome.
Okay, I just read one that's not really that bad, but it's kind of cute. $1 million, but every time you make eye contact with someone, they throw a pie in your face. Anytime you make eye contact with anyone.
Well, it's a good thing I'm antisocial and I don't make eye contact anyway.
Yeah, same. I'd take it. And like, oh my god.
What?
Every time you make eye contact with someone, you have to start dabbing.
Look at me, I'm Betty White.
That woman.
Here, I'll even let you screen cap it.
Do it. Okay, hang on. I gotta move the fucking. Can you move? Do it on the other side. Because the thing is in the way. Okay. Nice. Oh yeah. That's a that's a good pick. That's amazing.
Send it to that
Thank
chat.
you for that. I will.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, the South's gonna rise again. The fucking theme song to that movie.
and the movie itself
It
is so great.
I mean, Lewis did say that he would want to be remembered for that movie more than any other movie in his
Really?
filmography, which is haunting because,
that.
you know, watching that movie after his death, it's watching the documentary after his death and hearing that, it's crazy.
Huh. Well, I definitely think it was memorable, and I think it was very good too.
It's in the terms of Herschel Gordon Lewis, that's epic filmmaking.
Oh, I agree.
Like that is his Apocalypse Now.
Oh man, like that's actually kind of true though. But I love it, you know. And I have to tell you, I would pick that movie most any day of the week over Apocalypse Now. Being completely
definitely. Honest. Mainly because it's shorter in length. I mean, I'll be honest. I love Apocalypse Now, but that movie runs for like 2.5 hours, and then there's Redux that runs for 3, and then there's the fucking bootleg work print that runs for 5 hours.
5 hours?
5 hours.
There was a bootleg print that was
there's
5 hours.
There's a bootleg work print that is 5 hours long.
Of just like of the movie, not of like.
Of the movie.
Oh my god. 5 hours.
Oh.
My thoughts exactly. Like.
I got some Pepsi Man figures at the convention.
Really?
Yeah, Pepsi Man. You know about Pepsi Man? Pepsi Man's the best.
I don't think so. Show them to me.
Just look it up. I'm lazy. It was essentially a Japanese-only PlayStation 1 video game created in order to sell Pepsi, and it is the greatest. It is the greatest PlayStation 1 game ever.
I see it getting compared to Crash Bandicoot.
It kind of is.
Okay, that's not bad.
It is so fun. And it's such like a Japanese thing because it never really got a U.S. release, so it's pretty obscure. But it still has kind of a cult following. The character has a decent-sized cult following. And some Japanese out in Japan, Pepsi used to make... Let me just grab them off the fucking shelf here. Oh, great, I stepped on a chip. I just love it when that happens. Oh, wait, what am I doing? I went the wrong way. Yeah, here's one this one I stole from a Japanese like arcade.
Huh. Nice.
But these are the ones I got at the convention. They're the Halloween ones.
Hmm.
With a Pepsi Man with a skeleton.
Oh, that's cool.
And my favorite, Pepsi Man with the Invisible Man.
Huh.
And they're literally on bottle caps.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and these were like released in like Japan only.
Huh. How much did they set you back?
$5
Hmm.
for 2 of them.
Okay.
Yeah, they're kind of a little bit expensive considering their size, but I like them. They're nice little collectibles. Nice little knickknacks to organize the dust, just like anime figures help organize the dust.
Oh my god, I loved that.
I read that and I was. I read that entire post on, and then I reblogged it, and then I was like, man, this is like me.
Hmm.
It's gonna reach that point. It will. As soon as they make my favorite characters into figures and make them reasonably priced. Because all my favorites are like obscure as hell and they're expensive. Like I'm talking
Really?
like I'm talking $150, $200.
Jesus Christ, for like Zatch Bell?
Fuck off. Panty and stocking.
You never watched Zatch Bell? For real?
I watched Zatch Bell, but I still refuse to believe that it existed.
Yeah, it's so... I don't even like remember anything about it.
I remember there being a kid wrapped in like paper with a fish. I remember that, and that's it.
I don't even remember that. I'm looking up figures for it, and they all look really ugly. Like, really poorly done.
Yeah, good figures cost money.
Yeah, like hundreds of dollars.
The most I've ever spent on a figure is $30.
Didn't you say that, like, Ryan spent hundreds of dollars?
He spent around, I think it was like $200 on like 2 figures. And
Wow.
they're the really expensive, like I mean, they're high quality. What did you just fucking send me?
Check it out.
You are the worst. Okay. Let me just... Oh, where's the chat? There it is.
Mm.
You are the worst.
Did you see it?
No, I'm still clicking on it because I had to turn off the pop-up blocker. Oh, God. That is horrible.
Right?
Those are pretty bad.
Mm-hmm. Not very good.
Yeah, but they're the really expensive figures that you could take the clothes off of.
Oh my god. That's an extra $30 tacked onto the price for that, I'm sure.
It is. I'm not even joking.
Oh my god.
You're lucky. You are lucky if you can find a figure that is under $40 that has removable clothing. I really hate to say that, but that is a fact.
They make you pay for it.
And not even like the really popular, like even the exceedingly popular characters who are sold strictly on sex appeal. Even some of those characters don't even have like removable clothes figures.
Huh. I love that because it's like you're doing something like shameful, and then it's like even more shameful because you spend like $100. So then it's like I just spent $100 on this.
Look, how do you think I feel? Okay.
Well, you didn't spend $100.
I have $60 worth of shame sitting right here.
That's not so bad collectively.
You have no idea.
I mean, I'm trying to look at this nicely, yeah.
Oh my god. It is so fucking bad. I've surrounded myself with fucking garbage.
A lot of it's good garbage, though. I mean, the movies.
No. The Sonico figure. That is the good garbage. And the nun outfit. Nunsploitation up in here. It is a nun outfit, though. That's the crazy part.
Huh. I can't even tell because the quality is so bad.
Yeah, the picture quality is really bad.
Oh. Still doesn't look like one I've ever seen.
It's a slutty nun.
Oh,
the best kind of nun. The best kind of nuns. Oh, God. You know what's really interesting about that character, though? Is that character is actually the mascot for a music festival in Japan.
Really?
Yeah, Super Sonico, she was a mascot for a Japanese music festival, and then she got her own anime.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. That's really weird.
Now, I bet you can guess why she's so popular.
Yeah, I kind of figured. Was she really good at hosting the festival?
She's just a fucking mascot. That's it. Like they literally just put her on the posters, and that's it. Like the posters and the T-shirts, and that's it.
Well, I'm sure she was very charming.
I mean, I haven't watched the anime, so I don't know. I'm sure if she's an actual. I have not watched the anime because I don't care. I only bought that figure. Look, Super Sonico is one of those characters like Jessica Rabbit. She's like the Jessica Rabbit of the anime community. You don't even have to see what she's from to know that she's like iconic and that she's a sex icon.
I can't believe I'm like actually having this conversation where you just said
Look, at least my Satsuki figure is of a character I know from an anime I like.
I'm just still reeling from you actually saying the Jessica Rabbit of the anime world.
First of all, anime community, and yeah, she kind of is. Like, if you go to conventions like I do, you will see a lot of Super Sonico cosplayers. It is just a fact.
All right. I want to go to one just to see what it's like. What show is that one from?
Kill la Kill.
Oh, I've heard of that one.
Yeah, I've told you about it.
I knew about it before you told me about it.
Look, I think you should know that I have a thing. I love this character because I have the figure and I have the poster.
Is that from that as well?
That's the same character.
Oh, I didn't know that. You got any more cons lined up for this year?
Colossal Con. And Cinema Wasteland, of course.
Where's Colossal Con located?
It's actually at a water park in Sandusky.
Huh. That's interesting.
It's 4 days, and I'm going to be there all 4 days. I'm going to pay $60 to get into this fucking thing.
Hotel's going to set you back.
Oh, yeah, no, we're all going to... Chloe's reserving it, and we all owe her like $100 a piece for the hotel room.
That's not bad for like 4 days. It's good that you're splitting the costs.
Yeah, we got to share the room with like 7 people.
Yeah, you'd have to.
I already told him, look, I call the fucking bed. I have a broken back.
Yeah, that gives you, that definitely gives you dibs on the bed. Did you just...
No, I didn't.
That's great.
Here's what this fucking show has come to. Me eating fucking sun chips, drinking Coke, talking about anime titties and dabbing. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the worst show on the internet.
Honestly, yeah, I feel like we can wear that badge with pride. The worst show on the internet. We sure are.
Oh.
Like, my God. But the kids, they love their dabs, so
The dab.
that'll get us to be
Intense dabberino.
I like spit on my computer.
Look, man, that's what you should do. What I do, just figure out a place to sit, like for every single one. Set up a chair, and like sit the laptop on a laundry hamper, like I do.
Huh.
And get a headset that has a mic.
I don't want to spend the money on that.
You know what? That's what I'm gonna buy you. I'm gonna buy you that off Amazon, and instead of putting in my address as the mailing address, I'm just gonna have it sent to you. It'll arrive in 2 days.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna buy you a cheap, like $15 headset, and you're gonna use it.
If you did, I would use it, but I thought as a prank of like having food delivered to your house without telling you, like calling up or like ordering something online from like an Ohio location using your address, and then like. But then I didn't want to go there because you live at your parents' place, and I don't know if I would be disturbing them, having like someone knock on your door at like midnight.
I mean, you would disturb them, but as long as you're paying for the food, I don't got a problem.
I mean, I didn't want to get you in trouble.
Look, I may live with my parents, but they can't ground me. I'm a grown man. I'm in my 20s. I'm in my 20s, and this is what I'm doing with my life. I'm sitting here drinking and eating sun chips and talking about anime titties and dabbing and trying to explain why anime is actually worth your time, but also not proving my point by showing the titty.
That's the American dream.
I'm telling you, watch Panty and Stocking with Garter Belt. It is the best anime that looks girly as hell ever. That and Madoka. Madoka! Actually, just watch the Madoka Magica movies. Watch the first 2 movies. They're on Netflix. And they're only like an hour and a half long a piece.
I'll stick to Bakugan Brawlers. And...
You are a fucking monster. I need you to know that. First of all, and second of all, you need to watch Madoka. Madoka is legitimately great. It made me feel things.
Okay.
It made me cry.
Fair enough. But as a counter, have you seen Yu-Gi-Oh! GX?
Sadly, yes. And I saw Yu-Gi-Oh! And I watched Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds as well. And Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal.
Dude, are you serious? I didn't know those were real.
I didn't watch all those series all the way through, but I watched a bit of each of them. The only one I watched all the way through was the original series.
You didn't watch all of GX?
No. Nor did I watch all of 5Ds.
What does that even mean?
Five dragons.
Oh.
And it's like in a prison where dueling is illegal.
Oh.
I'm not even fucking joking. And to duel, you have to duel while driving a motorcycle.
Oh.
You know, you think I'm making this shit up, but I'm not. I'm really not. This is like Akira levels of shit. That's what you need to see is Akira. Akira is one of the greatest animated movies ever made.
Yeah, I do actually want to watch that one.
It's on YouTube, I think.
a lot of the time it's the shows that I hate, and I hate them. I'm really not a fan of the art.
That's why you gotta watch. You gotta watch the Madoka Magica movies like I did, because I didn't watch the series because I don't have time for that.
Yeah.
And you gotta watch the Ava films instead of watching the series, because the Evangelion actual like remake is a series of movies.
Okay. And then of course the new Yu-Gi-Oh movie when it comes out in theaters.
Oh boy.
I wish I had a group to like watch that with, ironically.
You know, Ryan wants to go see the Emoji movie, ironically.
I don't know if I even could. Like,
and I was like, no, man, we're not doing that. I know, like, I told him, look, man, the only way I'm doing that is if you are paying for the ticket. And the thing is that he's never, ever paid for me for anything, and I've always paid for him, or Damon's paid for him to go to the movies or for dinner or something like that.
So he's not paying for the Emoji ticket.
He says he might, but I doubt he will.
Oh man, yeah, I don't think I would do that. I would not pay for it. That's for sure.
I'll sneak in.
Okay, but here's an anime that you never hear anyone talking about anymore: Shaolin Showdown.
Okay, that wasn't even an anime. That was a Canadian cartoon.
Okay. But
and the main character of that show was an Asian stereotype.
Yeah, and also Chinese, not even Japanese. Oh, there was a Japanese character in that show, though. I totally forgot about that.
I'm not even gonna lie though. I did enjoy that show when I was a kid.
I did too. I watched it when I was a kid. It's not an anime. I was joking, obviously, but
you know what the best anime is? Avatar.
I like that.
No, I do. No, actually, the Japanese have actually considered it anime. They do consider it an anime, even though it's made by Americans. But it's still, I definitely like that show. I enjoyed the show.
It borrows more from Chinese than Japanese culture, but
it definitely does.
The art style is more Japanese.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I liked Legend of Korra too, actually.
I didn't watch Legend of Korra. I wanted to, but then I was like, fuck that. I'm in high school.
Oh my god. Fuck that, I'm in high school. I'm too fucking cool for that shit.
Look, it's like, oh, it is like, what's his name said? I can't remember what the guy fucking said. Or no, it was like this thing. I read this thing. It was like a fucking 4chan post. It was like before internet, man, I want to fuck toasters. Quit being an idiot and grow up. And then it's like after internet, man, I want to fuck toasters. Google's finds a community of people that want to fuck toasters, ruins life.
Honestly, I saw that and I'm like, this is actually what has happened.
True.
Like, this is why Trump won. Like,
when I tell people that, they don't fucking like. They're like, I don't know. You just saying that. Like, no, I legitimately believe that. Like, people that want to be registered, that want their gender to be registered as a toaster, are the reasons that Trump won.
Yeah. And then, here's the thing. In a weird sort of circle, vicious circle kind of thing, Trump is going to create more of them.
Oh, yeah.
I absolutely believe intense, late-stage, excessive capitalism has, like, created all of this. It's created furries, and it's created toaster people, whatever. I believe it, man. Because you only see that in, like, excessive capitalistic societies.
Oh, for sure.
Where, like, you know, there's all these choices, all this money, but people are poor and miserable. So what do? They don't even want to be themselves anymore. They want to be a toaster.
Don't mind me. I'm just grabbing something.
No problem.
Fuck, where'd I put that bottle of water? God fucking damn it. When you think you leave a water bottle sitting next to your bed and it's actually under the fucking blankets.
Huh.
I was like, what, did it roll under the fucking bed?
Dude, do you remember fucking Mucha Lucha?
I vaguely remember that. I do remember the flea.
Yeah.
I remember the flea, and that being like so fucking. I remember that tripping me out so much.
Yeah, I don't really remember anything about it, but I do remember watching it.
I also remember El Tigre.
I remember that one. I remember that one more vividly, much more vividly.
And I remember it had White Pantera, and every time I'd watch it, I'd think, Cemetery Gates.
Oh, because Pantera.
Yeah, you know,
that's a great song.
Ever. The greatest band ever? No, I'm just...
Yeah,
a good band.
No. I like Cemetery Gates a lot.
You know, actually, interesting story. You know, Dimebag was shot in Ohio. And my cousin was actually there when it happened.
Whoa, for real?
Yeah, him and his friend Matt were actually there, and they saw Dimebag get shot. And if you talk to one of them about it, he actually has kind of PTSD about it. He starts to freak out and cry.
Yeah, I mean, seeing someone shot in front of you is extremely intense.
Yeah, no, like when I first heard that, I was like, God damn, they were there. They saw.
That's very traumatic. Damn, that really sucks.
Yeah.
And it was, I think it was by like some crazy fan who was upset that he wasn't playing in Pantera anymore. And shot him.
It was.
Just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
And he was buried in a Kiss coffin.
Yeah, with Eddie Van Halen's guitar. Which, that's someone I haven't listened to in a while, is Van Halen.
Who listens to Van Halen?
Me, in many years. Many years.
Not me at all, because Van Halen sucks.
Yeah, I think it's a shame, because Eddie Van Halen is a legitimately good guitarist, but I think their songs are terrible. Like, it's a shame when you hear really good musicians in a terrible band.
Oh, definitely. Fucking... Sorry, I'm listening. I'm going through a list of my movies. I went through my movie list, and I saw Teen Wolf. I completely forgot I owned Teen Wolf. It has been the longest time since I've watched that one.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one in a long time. Jesus Christ.
I think it might have been over 10 years. I think it's been over 10 years since I watched that.
Really? And you own it?
Yep.
And you waited so long?
Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. That's what we need to watch.
I haven't seen that one still.
Exactly. I mean, it's not as good as the book, but then again, there's no such thing as a movie that's as good as the book, except for A Clockwork Orange and Fight Club.
Hmm. Also, I heard Forrest Gump is very different than the book in a lot of ways.
Yeah, in the book, he goes into space.
Does he really?
Yeah, at the end of the book.
No way.
He goes on an Apollo mission to the moon.
That's fun.
Yeah, which is why that movie sucks.
Because he doesn't go into space?
No, it sucks because it won over Pulp Fiction, and Pulp Fiction is the superior film.
It, to me, definitely is not the superior film.
Don't make me scream into the mic, because I will.
Like, by far. Like... Start screaming, like, bring me to life.
Don't test me. You can ask Damon about this. He has seen the horrors of the damned. He has heard.
I know you'll do it. I know you'll do it, too. That's the thing.
He's
I
heard
don't doubt you.
The tortures of the damned.
No.
I have completely forgotten that Howard the Duck runs for nearly 2 hours.
Does it really?
110 minutes.
That's too long.
No, that's just long enough. I love Howard the Duck. That is great.
I gotta tell you, I have seen it, but I have never finished it.
You should really watch it all the way through. It's a fun, bad movie.
I know. I didn't not finish it. I don't remember why I didn't finish it, but I still want to watch it all the way through.
It's one of those movies that I always gets a lot of crap, but I honestly love it like so much. Like the level that the level I'm at with my love for Howard the Duck is high.
Fun fact, when my parents started going out, that was the first movie that my dad took my mom to, and then afterwards, she immediately broke up with him.
Look, that's a good enough reason if you've seen the opening to that movie with the duck tits, all right?
Yeah, yeah.
Which that isn't a PG movie, mind you.
Oh, yeah.
I've always thought that was, like, really fucking weird.
Yeah. You get that in some of the older PG movies sometimes.
Oh, it's definitely. In Return of the Killer Tomatoes, there's a lot of dialogue about sex.
I still haven't seen that one.
Oh, you know what? That's what we're going to watch sometime. We're going to watch Return of the Killer Tomatoes because it's honestly better than the first one. And yeah, high marks. And it has George Clooney in his first starring role.
Okay.
George Clooney. George Clooney.
What is your pick going to be for the next stream?
I already told you, Reanimator. If Chloe is going to come on. If not, if she hasn't told me what day, if she can't do it, then I will probably find something else.
Okay. I have to pick a professional movie for mine. My shit show has gone on too long.
What about Super Mario Brothers?
I love that movie. We've both seen Super Mario Brothers, no?
You know, it's a really good movie that you gotta see. Johnny Got His Gun.
Yeah, I really want to see that movie.
Because as an anti-war person, I think you'd dig it.
Yeah, I definitely. I mean, it's like a classic.
Oh my god! Look, I think I might actually put it on my most disturbing movies list for this year's update.
Really?
I got to rewatch it again, and if it hits me like it did the last time, because I rewatched it after making the list, and it hit me hard. And I've seen it like 4 times in my entire life. It's a movie that burns slow, but it hits hard up to after a certain point.
When was it made again?
71.
Ooh, okay, so like around Vietnam.
Yeah, and it is 100% an anti-war film.
Right.
And there are a lot of films that are anti-war. For example, the movie you think is a bad movie, even though it's one of the greatest fucking movies ever made, Full Metal Jacket. That is supposed to be an anti-war film, but a lot of people who are pro-war love that movie.
Yeah, I did hear about. I do know that.
But Johnny Got His Gun is an anti-war film that is like, oh, god damn, does it hurt? That's what that Metallica song "One" is about.
Yeah, and they use footage from it in like the music video, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's intense. But yeah, I definitely do want to see that. Because it's a classic. I'm surprised
wait
I
a
haven't
minute.
seen it already.
Have you seen Audition? I think you have.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I want to make sure that I don't have to kill you. I have to take that off the list of things to kill you for, because I thought you hadn't seen it for a bit. Because everybody knows that is the greatest Japanese movie ever.
I thought you thought Perfect Blue was the best Japanese movie ever.
Best Japanese animated movie.
Yeah, I'd agree with that too.
Oh god, Johnny Got His Gun. I'm gonna cry just from thinking about it.
Did you ever see the third Shrek?
I've seen all of them. I even saw the fourth one in theaters.
I think the third one's worse than the fourth one.
The third one isn't that bad.
What? I thought it was terrible. I thought it was the worst one in the series.
No. Oh, you know, it is the worst, definitely. I mean, the second one is relatively like solid.
Yeah.
And the fourth one was a good one because they definitely changed it up.
Yeah.
Oh.
And now there's going to be a fifth one written by the guy who wrote Austin Powers.
That might work.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like this could work.
Also, She Wolf of the SS.
Oh my gosh.
You know what? That's one we're gonna have to watch for a stream sometime, maybe.
Oh yeah, I'd be down for that. Don't you have a poster?
Yeah, it's hanging right next to my necromantic poster, right above my poster for Reefer Madness.
Huh. That's all very good placement.
Yeah, I got like regular size posters, then I got the mini posters above it. And you know what's sitting right next to the poster for Alsa?
Caligula
Johnny Got His Gun.
As Hitler?
No, Johnny Got His Gun.
Okay.
Then Army of Darkness, then Pink Floyd The Wall.
I wonder if they have posters for Caligula reincarnated as Hitler.
I'm sure they have posters for the actual movie, its original title, The Last Orgy of the SS. I don't think they have one for that. I heard that what's his name? What's that shitty filmmaker's name? Lars von Trier.
Yeah.
He's gonna remake it with like fucking Willem Dafoe as the Nazi. Honestly, I'd pay to see that.
I would too. I think he could do it well.
Oh shit! Have you not? Didn't you tell me you haven't seen Antichrist?
I have not.
That's one you need to get on, man. Like, even though I do think Lars von Trier is a shit director, that's his one good movie.
Okay. How many movies has he done?
He's done quite a few, and out of what I've seen from him, it is the only good one.
Wow. How many have you seen?
Well, I've seen 3 of his movies, and the rest of them I've heard are about the same quality as the 2 bad ones. I saw both of the Nymphomaniac movies, which both of those, you know, at first I was excited for them because I was like, all right, Lars von Trier, new depressing movies. And I watched them, and essentially the movies are are like they're well made and well shot. I'll give it that. But essentially, it is a movie about a nymphomaniac. She's a nymphomaniac. That's the whole fucking setup, and that's literally what the story is. It's her telling her story to a guy who saved her life after she was beaten by her boyfriend, and like she's just telling him her life story about how she's a nymphomaniac, and this fisherman who she's telling her story to is only there to basically repeat what she said back to her, so that way the viewer got everything.
Huh.
Also, should I mention that she is technically a rapist? Because she forces a man into oral sex in like one of the first scenes. And the thing is, with culture being the way it is, people think men cannot be sexually assaulted, but it can happen. And she forces herself onto a man. That is sexual assault, and you are supposed to care for this character.
Not cool, man.
And that's literally one of the first scenes in the entire fucking movie. It's nothing but BS that is like, basically, it's just an excuse to show lots of sexual content and explicit sex. And that is it. And it is so paper thin fucking obvious that is the reason why. Lars von Trier is a piece of shit director who purposely makes edgy movies to be like, hey, look at me, I'm being controversial. That's why he even said at the Cannes Film Festival in an interview that he understands Hitler, agrees with Hitler, and that he is a Nazi. He said these things in a fucking interview just because he knew he would get banned from the Cannes Film Festival. And he would get a reputation. You have no idea. What?
What was that movie you watched that you really hated by him?
I think it might have been. I think it might have been Nymphomania. There was the two Nymphomaniac movies that I've seen from him. And
is that it? I thought there was another one that you really hated.
I don't know. I don't like the Nymphomaniac
wait.
at all.
Was Melancholy of the Angels not Lars von Trier?
No. That was Mario Dora.
Okay.
Or Dora is his last name. Yeah, no, that guy is a piece of shit director too. He is absolutely the fucking worst too. Honestly, he's worse than Trier, because at least Trier I know can make a good movie occasionally. Hence, Antichrist, I'm not even gonna lie, is a masterpiece of its genre, of what it is. And it is dark, sure, it's messed up, it's gritty, it's violent, it's sexually explicit, and it may even be edgy for the sake of being edgy, but it at least succeeds in making you care for the characters and breaking your heart.
Huh.
And it explains the cycle of feeling grief and mourn and loss through all kinds of fucked up sex scenes and genital mutilation.
Wow. Yeah, I do want to see that one.
That's that movie where they had to get a stunt penis for William Dafoe, because apparently, according to Trier, Willem Dafoe's penis was so big it made everybody in the room uncomfortable.
That's incredible. That's just a great bit of trivia, honestly.
Did you know that speaking of penises, did you know that Eric Andre is a nudist?
I didn't know that, but it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, when he does like live shows, if the place will allow him, he likes to get naked on stage.
Really?
Yeah, there are pictures I haven't seen them. Ryan has told me about this, but apparently there are pictures on the internet of a time when he was on stage and he tucked stick and balls, and then he was like, "I was born this way."
Oh my god.
On fucking stage in front of a crowd. Yeah, he even posts like nude selfies on like Instagram, and they're up for a few hours before they get taken down.
Damn. That's interesting. I didn't know that about him.
Yeah, Eric, that's why, I mean, that's obviously why he's so fine with like just getting naked in front of his guests and stuff. It comes full circle. It makes sense.
Mm-hmm. I think I think my favorite thing I've watched might be the Jack Black interview.
The Jack Black interview is pretty good. What's with that band Led Zeppelin? Am I right? They should change their name to the Four Losers.
And then how they shock him, like they actually shock him.
He's like, oh, fuck you. I know there is an episode that they did. I can't remember which one, but in like the part where they do the intro, and where Eric's doing the monologue, he's like, "Oh, look, it's Jeff Dunham's racist puppets," and a bunch of puppets show up, and there's a black one. He's like, "I'm a big old black guy," and then there's a Middle Eastern one, and he's like, "I'm a terrorist," and there's a Mexican one, and he says, "I'm lazy."
Oh yeah, Jeff Dunham is a racist piece of shit.
He is. That's why I do not like him. But
Yeah,
no,
all the things when I was in middle school.
Yeah, no, he was like really big, and it's fucking terrible that he still has a following. But no, after that, you know who shows up behind Eric's desk? The baby from Eraserhead. I'm not even joking.
Oh my God.
He's like, it shows up, and it's like literally the baby in the bandages as like a puppet, and he's like, and it has like the voice of like a deep black guy's voice, and he's like, "Hey everybody, I'm the baby from Eraserhead. I made that movie over 40 years ago." This was in the most recent season.
Hang on, I gotta get up and fix something real quick. I'll be right back.
Go ahead, man. I will be here drinking water. Oh, sick bong rips. Fucking kill me. Yeah, boy.
All right. So, my girlfriend is staying with me. She's in the other room, and she was like, "The power went off in this room," and I'm like, "Oh shit! Let me see what's up." And so I thought I was gonna have to like flip the go to the circuit box or something, but it turns out that like it was just like a light switch that was flipped the wrong way. So thankfully, nothing ridiculous is happening, and because the house is just like I don't even have heat right now in the house, so I'm like, no heat, no electricity. This is going to be fucking fun. But yeah, thankfully that's not happening.
Mm.
That's some fucking evil bong shit.
That's how you do it. That's how they do all the bong sound effects in that movie. Didn't you know that?
No, but it wouldn't surprise me. They're so fucking cheap.
They can't even afford to actually pack a bong.
From what I hear, it gets pricey.
Depending. I mean, I don't even smoke, and I know that it can get pricey.
Yeah,
because I sell bags of oregano.
Oh my god.
and say
I know.
and so say it's the OG Kush.
I sell fake weed to people, so I
I have always known, and there can only be one.
Oh my gosh. Fucking literally lace it with arsenic.
Nah, man, you lace it with blow so that way it knocks you out and keeps you going at the same time.
That's weird. That's like alcohol that they mix with energy drinks, and like people drink them and they die because they don't realize how
Jaeger bombs.
I don't. Maybe.
It's just Red Bull and Jägermeister.
Oh, that's bad for you. That'll kill you. Like
it's like that. It's like that Herschel Gordon Lewis film. This stuff will kill you, because it will.
Yeah, I mean it does. That's why they're banned in a lot of places, because as soon as people started making them, people just started dying, like left and right. It's not funny, but it's kind of funny.
It's not funny, but it's kind of funny. Look, let's just be honest here. It is extremely funny.
Yeah. Oh my God. Okay. You get $1 million, but for the rest of your life, every time you drink something, it has a chance of being urine, and you have to finish it.
What? I don't even know what to fucking say here.
I don't know how that came to me, but
is it just like some random person's urine, or?
Yeah.
Oh God, that would be fucking terrible. What are the chances? What are the chances? Is it like 50-50, 60-40?
We're gonna say 50-50.
50-50 chance. Anything you drink might be urine, and you have to finish it.
Yeah, and you gotta drink to live, so it's gonna happen to you. Probably a lot. Like half of the drinks for your entire life will be urine. For your entire life.
Oh, I just pour it into shot glasses. I just do
a shot glass of urine.
A shot glass of urine is better than drinking a whole bottle.
True. Also, one way to avoid that, saline IV. You're always hydrated. You don't have to drink.
Shit. Yeah, you know what? I'd do it. I could afford that IV.
Yeah, with $1 million? Fuck. Just anytime you get thirsty, put the needle in. Exactly. See, that
thing actually, is, I'm a hard stick though.
Yeah, I'm afraid of needles. So
you don't want to be a diabetic then, because it involves a lot of injections.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. My dad was a diabetic, and I was always, and it's even like when I get a flu shot, which you literally don't even feel. Like, you don't even feel a flu shot. And I still always am like, I don't want to do it. I never want to. I have this really irrational fear of any kind of needle. I don't know why. But it's weird.
I mean, it's not that weird. I mean, at least you're not afraid of, like, I don't know, bald people. Like, there are people who are afraid of bald people. That's a thing.
Really?
Yeah, fear of bald people is a thing. I once did a project in high school where you had to do a work of art based on, like, types of fear. Mm-hmm. The one I did was a combination of fear of the church and religious practices and fear of deformed people or having a deformed child.
Wow, I bet that art piece turned out wild.
I actually still got it.
You got it? Show me.
Let me see if I can get it down because it's up in the back where the VHS tapes are.
Oh, that's a nice VHS shelf.
Whoa! I'll put that up some other time. I'll put that back up there. any other time, but now.
Huh.
It's the wind of change. Yeah, this bad boy. It's a deformed priest vomiting clowns. Oh yeah, and it was fear of clowns as well.
Man, I actually really like that.
Yeah, deformed priest vomiting, well, mutants and clowns. I put the Toxic Avenger in there as well.
Right, of course.
And the killer clowns from outer space.
I really dig that, actually.
Yeah. That was a... This one was a fucking hell. Fucking hell to put together.
What are the materials that you used?
I mainly used a lot of... it's like a kind of collaging technique with pictures from magazines and stuff I printed out. This is what I'm really proud of, actually, because it is really like all over the place, and it even has the assorted phobias on it.
I actually really like it,
and they're all in like different fonts and different sizes.
I can't read the fonts because the picture quality is too bad. But
oh yeah, no, but it has like the definitions, and then it has like stuff like random sentences I strung together with words from it. For example, no fear. Let's see, not complete. Deformed everything, not developing. Fear of people. I will not be complete. You must submit. Fear yourself. The church. Clowns in really small text, just randomly there. Examined. Originally, it was going to be the head of the baby from It's Alive as a priest vomiting clowns.
From fucking Island of Alive.
But yeah, they're the killer clowns are in there too.
Huh. You should be proud of that one. That turned out very well, even from what I can see.
You know what?
Quality.
Fuck, I hit my nail. Well, my lack of nail, I should say. It's gnarly. There's actually another one I did in high school that I gave to one of my teachers in a golden frame, like a frame that it looks like it's gold, and I kind of regret giving it to him. I think it's still in his classroom, but I don't know if he still has it up. I don't know why he would get rid of it, because we always talked about movies and stuff together. But oh, fuck! I think my chair just broke.
Oh damn!
I've only had this thing for like a few months. You fucking with me?
Is it broke?
Let me try to get up here. Holy shit. I'm breaking it even more trying to get up.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no is right. I think this thing is actually broken.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Oh god damn it, it is. I gotta get a new chair. I've only had this thing since like the summer. It's a nice chair too. I mean, it was only $15, but still.
Okay, so you're not like out a ton of money.
I'm not out a ton of money, thankfully, but
it still sucks.
Yeah. But no, I did one, and it was a piece I did of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh man.
And it was like the background was like purposely terribly painted, like a terribly painted version of the Green Hill Zone. Right. And I put "Gotta Go Fast" and like collaged the letters like a serial killer note.
Oh my god!
and I was like, and I asked the teacher like, hey, can I go give this to the teacher I want to give it to? I want to like present it to him and like run the class shaking it around while playing the Sonic theme. And she's like, yeah, go do that. So in the middle of class, I burst in. One of my friends is behind me playing the Sonic theme, and I just run in shaking the frame back and forth. And it's in like a golden frame, so it's like one of the rings.
Oh my gosh.
It was such a perfect like picture too. And I kind of regret getting rid of it.
You should have made a copy.
I should have. Oh, shit. Since I'm showing off art, I may as well bust out some more. Since I can't sit.
More that you made?
Yeah. This is one I made for fun with that whole melting crayons thing with a hairdryer.
Oh, very cool. That is fun.
And this is a Reanimator inspired piece.
Right. That's very cool.
Yeah, it was a pain in the ass to do though.
Was it really?
Oh yeah, having to hold that hairdryer there for like an hour.
Turned
just
out
to get
well.
it to properly melt.
That's cool, man. I didn't know you did art for fun.
Not much anymore. In high school, mainly because you had to take art classes because it was an art school, but I just still did it for fun. Like my final project was the rant from fucking, what was that movie? What was that trauma movie? Terror Firmer. The rant that Lloyd Kaufman does like halfway through the movie, where he's like, I'm the director. Like I've been making 10-cent movies for over 30 years, so I think I know a little bit about what I'm doing. And I made a collage of that essentially, with an arm reaching out that kind of turns into a film projector. And it was a collage of that with like different stuff from, because I like to do collages with like letters from, using different letters from magazines and stuff. That was kind of my thing in high school. That was like my style, like purposely bad actual art combined with collaging.
Right.
And I even built a projector out of cardboard and painted it black to go with it.
See, that's really awesome. You should do more stuff like that. Honestly, if you have the creativity.
Yeah, I still have the fucking.
Is that the floating shopping list?
No, this is the
actual
thing. It's not even that. It's not really that good, but
that's fucking cool. I wish the picture quality was better so I could see these better, but
yeah. And the projector.
Okay, that is great.
Let's make some art.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Honestly,
I have these things hidden.
It's good that you keep them, though. I think.
I like to keep them as little memories. Happy little trees.
You should do more of them. Making art is good for the soul, I think. Not that I really believe in a soul, but I mean, you know what I mean. Not like an actual soul.
Good for your mental health.
Yes, that's a better way to put it, and I really think it is.
Oh fuck my. Let me just take off my headset for a second. I got a couple other pieces over here.
Right on.
Ah, you son of a bitch. Oh, fuck. I'm pissed.
Huh.
But, these are pieces I did based on the artist Alex Pardee. He had this series of works he did called Bunny With. And it's essentially Bunny with blank. You know, and whatever fills in the blank is what basically makes the bunny something different.
Right.
So, like a series of different bunny withs, which I know you can't make them out, but it's like Bunny with Hunter S. Thompson, Bunny with Frank, which is the rabbit from Donnie Darko, Bunny with who's the fucking Bunny with Deadly Spawn, which is one of the Deadly Spawn aliens. Bunny with the Thing, it's the spider head from the Thing.
That's cool, man.
Like Bunny head with Squidward.
Hold it up to the camera again. if you hold it up there long enough, it starts to like come into focus. Oh, hey, I actually like that. That's like pretty good. If you sold me like a print of some of this stuff, I would buy it. Because I'm looking to get more art anyway. And I really like to get art from, I mean, people that aren't, you know, like in museums or whatever. That's interesting. I like that a lot. What's the one in the middle left?
The middle left?
Oh, right.
Wait.
Yeah.
Right?
Because it's, yeah, that one.
It's Deadpool.
Okay.
I had to go with the popular choice.
Right.
And there's the bunny with Jason Voorhees.
Oh, nice.
And there's a bunny with Cubism. Bunny with Squidward. Has a big nose and it says now it's art.
See, I like it. These are actually pretty well done.
Yeah, this was like a small like collage one I did. I might sell some of these eventually because they're nice. But I don't like, you know, having them just laying around my room. And the two big ones I did, which these are the two ones that I'm kind of most proud of.
Whoa, yeah, I'm into that.
Of course, Bunny with Hunter S. Thompson, and it says buy the ticket, take the ride.
Right.
And then this is Bunny with a biker, and it's the biker from Hotline Miami.
These are like actually really good. I thought you said that your art was like shitty.
I mean, every artist thinks their art is bad.
Oh, that's true.
And what was the other one? I had like one more line around here. This one, which is one I'm actually really, really proud of. I just got to glue some of these pieces back on. It is a pencil slowly exploding.
That's really cool, actually. Man, this is... See, that's, first of all, like a really cool idea. And then I like how physical and sort of tactile it is.
Yeah, we had to do something involving pencils. And I was like, well, why not just do one like slowly exploding and it becoming more and more into pieces? And I even like tore apart the bits of eraser and the bits of metal and like put it there and spread it all around. And
damn, if you ever sell that one, you gotta buy her, because I actually love that.
Yeah, some of the pieces of like the eraser and stuff have fallen off since. This hot glue doesn't really hold forever.
Right. But that's cool.
Yeah, this one took a lot of time to do.
It turned out really well.
Because I had to like cut halfway through each pencil and then break it so that way it would like break just right.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that one turned out really well. Do you ever do it in your free time anymore?
No, not really. I watch movies in my free time now. I mean, I never really did any of this kind of stuff in my free time. It was mainly this was just mainly when I was at school. I mean,
that's interesting.
The crayon, the melted crayon Eraserhead one, not Eraserhead, but Reanimator one. That one was done in my free time. This one has been hanging on my wall for a few years now. I completely forgot it was hanging over there until I walked over and saw it sitting next to my records.
You should take that one out of the closet. It's like it's good.
Yeah, but I got so much crap hanging up all over my room and stuff already.
True.
I've got art from other people hanging on the walls.
Huh. I really want... That's like... Because my wall is essentially bare. But I want to, like... I want to start buying art from people. Is one thing that I want to...
Look, but this piece I'm never going to sell because I like this one. I really like this one.
Yeah, it looks great.
You could feel the wax.
Which I think is a really great aspect.
Kind of touch.
Yeah. Because now it's cool to have art that can sort of come off the canvas a little bit, you know? Something with a physical element. It's great. I really like that now. Not that there's anything wrong with a painting, but, you know, it's nice when it has a little bit more extra dimension.
For definitely.
Sure.
Actually, I got something else here. This one is really, really fucking old. Like, we're talking like 5th grade.
Whoa.
This is some really old shit. It's a mask I made out of tinfoil and colored.
Whoa.
But you can't even fucking make that out. That's how like bent out of shape this damn thing is.
That's actually interesting. Huh. It looks like a prop from a horror movie. Like it's a cursed mask or something that someone finds. And then it like possesses them. Exactly.
Shit.
There's in Jim Haggerty's Grave Danger, there's a segment that's like that.
You're killing me.
You should check out some Jim Haggerty stuff.
But I'm lazy.
Did you ever get the Decrepit Crypt of Nightmares 50 movie box thing?
No, I did not.
That one's a good one. It comes with a lot of SOV and micro budget stuff.
That is interesting, actually.
All of my Todd Sheets movies are on that box set. It comes with like 5 of them.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Yeah, 5 Todd Sheets movies. It comes with God, I'm forgetting the title now. It's called like L.A. Massacre or something like that. And that's like an extremely rare shot on video horror film that now you can pretty much only find in that set. So that's like one of the few box sets of that kind that I have, where there are a lot of movies that you don't find on other sorts of sets. So I'd say that one is actually worth getting.
We just put some of this art back where it goes.
It's good stuff. Like it was good enough to make me think that you did it in your free time.
I mean, I wish I could find the inspiration to do art in my free time, but I'm lazy.
Yeah, and I know it's that like working a near minimum wage job really saps your creativity, honestly.
It's like that song by Green Day goes, where is my motivation? I got no motivation. Smoking is my inspiration.
Oh my gosh. Intense dabberino.
Stop it, you fucking monster. Did you put something in the chat again?
Probably. Oh yeah, I did. I forgot about that.
You are still the worst.
Yeah, I am. I know this.
I actually do have a work of art here in my frame, in the, fuck it, I can't even show it. In the frame with this poster. It's actually by Chloe.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know she did art.
Yeah, she does commissions. I asked her to do a commission of Elvira for me. I was like, do Elvira, and then I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, wait a minute. When I say that, I mean draw a picture of yourself.
Huh.
But still, I told her to do a portrait of Harambe, and she got really pissed off.
Oh my god! Did you really?
Yeah, because she hated that meme so much.
Oh
Like,
man,
I've never
really?
heard somebody hate that meme that much.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of disparaging, honestly.
Huh. He died for our sins, you know.
Ugh. Of course I know that. I'm sitting on the floor now. Back to my old reviews. Shit, I can't even. I gotta get. That means I gotta go get a chair tomorrow because I'm not gonna review a movie sitting on the floor.
Yeah. Where does she house her commissions on like DeviantArt or something?
Not through Facebook. I mean, she has a blog for art on Tumblr. She used to have a DeviantArt. I do know the name of it, but I'm not giving it out because she has trusted me with that secret.
I just found it on my own. It's just like her YouTube username.
Oh, what, the Tumblr? The
DeviantArt.
No, the DeviantArt. Wait, does she have a current DeviantArt? Because the DeviantArt I'm thinking of is her old cringy one from middle school.
I don't know.
That she hasn't been on in like 10 years.
Okay, no, it's definitely not that. So that's good. But I want to start buying art, particularly from people I know, because I know a lot of people who make stuff, and people who make stuff that I know typically don't make a lot of money from that. So I want to start. I think it's good to support people around you by buying their
definitely.
Shit. So I want to start doing that more. Is a goal of mine.
Actually, when we started doing these streams, I asked her to do a portrait of you to go with my portrait. Like, just do a black and white like portrait in her style, because her style is a bit more cutesy, but I was like, whatever, it'll fit. My serious dark portrait with a cutesy portrait of Andrew.
That's cute.
But she was like, no, I'm not going to do it. I was like, but I'm going to pay you for it.
How much did she charge?
Like $15. That's how much she charged me for that picture of Elvira.
That's not bad.
Which that's colored and inked and...
Wow.
And everything, so...
pretty fucking random, my dude.
What?
Pretty XD.
What is... What? The fucking price? Or I'm losing it here.
Me too. I'm not even...
What have you done? Actually, it's a new day. Time to check my memories on Facebook.
Oh my god.
I do that every day.
How do you do that?
You just have to go to on the news feed. All you gotta do is scroll down until you see "on this day" on the side.
On like the sidebar to the left?
Yeah. Let's see. A year ago today, I posted a quote from Samuel L. Jackson, "Warm black dingus."
Oh my god.
Which, as we all know, that was in The Hateful Eight. That fantastic movie that I've seen like 6 times already. Oh yeah, there's a section in here about my favorite part of Naked Lunch when I was reading it my senior year.
Huh. On this day in 2013, I shared a Shrek video 4 years ago.
Of course you did, you absolute monster.
Yeah.
Chilling out and watching Space Dandy.
Oh, man. You and your fucking...
Did you even watch Space Dandy is the question. That anime was fucking great.
No, I haven't watched it.
I think you should. It's fun. It is fun. It is extremely humorous. And there's even a reference to The Fly in it.
That's what they told me about K-On!, with the exception of the Fly reference. And I did not enjoy that one.
Okay, but I mean, look, K-On! Is for girls. Let's be honest here. I'm not saying you can't enjoy something that's for girls, but It's like telling somebody like me who collects movies like this, hey, watch Sailor Moon. Like, I'm not gonna do it because it's not my
Sailor
thing.
Moon was good though.
Shh, quiet, Andrew. Space Dandy was absolutely fucking great, and there's literally a reference to The Fly directly in it. A reference to both the remake and the original at the same time. There's literally a scene where Dandy is in high school, where he like infiltrates a high school to look for this alien, and this is an alien high school, and the teacher is a fly person, like straight up fly person, like in the original, like he has a fly head and claws. And he's like, today class we'll be using teleporters, and then the teleporters are the same teleporters from the remake.
Damn. That's pretty cool.
As soon as I fucking saw that, I was like laughing my ass off.
Huh. I don't know. There's like so many things I really need to watch and also want to watch. So like anime is not even on the list.
Look, out of all the animes you need to watch, Kill la Kill, Space Dandy, Madoka Magica, and Danganronpa. Don't even watch Prison School. I mean, you can watch it if you want, but that fucking show goes places. God damn it.
The prison one?
Yeah, Prison School fucking goes places. You can ask Damon, okay? Damon watches more anime than anybody I know. All he does is stay inside and watch anime, and he couldn't even finish it.
Really?
He could not. That is how crazy it gets. He watched I think he told me he watched 3 episodes and he was fucking done.
Wow.
And that's just the censored version. There's an uncensored version.
How much have you watched?
I watched the entire series. It was the censored version, which censors all the nudity, but and some of the dialogue, but still.
That's intense.
It was still, I would still say it's one of the most sexually explicit animes I've ever seen that isn't hentai. And that's saying something coming from fucking me, of all people.
Yeah. Yeah, that's, wow.
And even, and look, I'm not even going to say you should, and look, I know I said I enjoyed it, but I know it's bad. I know it's terrible. I just enjoy it out of its pure, weirdness, because it is, on top of it being very sexually explicit, it is weird as hell. And the characters are really, really likable.
God damn.
Oh, shit. What was that other one I was thinking of? There's one that I watched that I really, really enjoyed called, I can't remember what the title was. It was Shimonetta. The full title being Shimonetta, a world where the concept of dirty jokes doesn't exist.
Huh.
And it's essentially a show based in I guess you could say dystopian future. Even though everybody's living in peace now, it's still kind of dystopian because essentially nobody knows anything about sex or anything. I think one of the best shining examples of how ignorant they are to everything is there's a scene in the anime where the class president hangs up this painting on the wall of a woman sucking a guy's dick, and she's and one of them's like, "Oh, you should take that down because that's not appropriate." And she's like, "What? It's just a woman kissing a mushroom." She doesn't even fucking know.
Damn.
And the thing is, they can tell. The government puts a thing on your wrist so they can tell. If you're drawing something indecent, they can tell. If you're doing anything, they can tell. And they record everything you say. So you can't even use foul language in this universe. Weird. And then there are terrorists who have found a way to hack into the system to where they can use foul language and stuff. And their mission is to basically go around and throw panties everywhere and curse in front of large crowds of people. And that's an act of terrorism.
Damn.
Yeah, this is a real fucking anime. Sadly, the voice actor, the Japanese voice actor for one of the main characters, passed away after the anime aired. So I don't think they're gonna get a second season, which is a shame because it was a genuinely funny show. Despite all the humor being very sexual, it was funny and interesting.
I might check that out.
And I even saw somebody at the convention cosplaying as the main terrorist in the show, because literally to cosplay as the terrorist in that show, all you got to do is like walk around in like an all white, like I would say almost like fucking hospital gown, and wear underwear on your face like it's a mask.
Huh.
And they were even like waving around the flag for the fucking group too.
Damn.
It's I liked that show. I really fucking did like it. And it became a huge meme. One particular scene became a meme amongst the anime community. Yes, have you heard of the Love Nectar scene?
I don't know.
Just look that up on YouTube. The Love Nectar cookies.
All right.
Watch it and then tell me whether or not that is absolutely horrible or if it's hilarious, because they had to put a warning before this scene when they aired the anime.
Okay. Okay. Oh, wow. I think I just realized.
Yeah, the voice actress for that character passed away.
Oh my god.
See, I'd say based on just watching that, you'll know whether or not you would enjoy the anime, whether or not you find that funny or just morbid.
I actually find it more funny than morbid, but is it all like that?
Not always. That character's actually particularly an innocent character. That person doesn't really know anything. That's why she did it.
Yeah.
But that character, Anna, the voice actress for her passed away. The Japanese voice actress.
Well, I gotta call this stream for the night.
All right.
It has been good.
Oh wait! One more thing about that show. There's these two guys, the main character and like the other guy in the fucking student council, and everybody thinks that they're gay, that they're like a gay couple. So the artist that the terrorist like recruits to start drawing indecent art to like give out to students makes a manga, makes a yaoi manga of those two.
That's pretty. I might check this out. That actually seems kind of humorous.
Oh no, it is. It is pretty good. But yeah, no, I was gonna call the stream anyway. I gotta be at the dentist at 10 a.m.
Oh yikes! Not fun.
Yeah, it's never fun, and I gotta go fucking chair shopping.
Yeah, that sucks.
Shit, this means I can get a nice desk chair though.
Oh yeah.
Back.
This is really a golden opportunity.
All right, but with that, we call another Wizards of Gore stream to an end. Next week, if we are lucky enough, we're going to have Chloe Moonchild of Moonchild Cosplay on. If not, then well, we're going to have to watch a different movie because we've both seen Reanimator, even if that is a great movie.
Yeah, definitely.
But that's it. Cody.
Andrew.
And we are signing off. Peace.
Later.